You like them?
Love them.
Yeah, you love them, eh?
I love
I,
these headphones.
I need to buy some new headphones.
They're vibe, 100%.
Is he a little robot soundy to you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I thought that was
Okay.
just an Australian thing.
Maybe do a maybe
That's
do
his new accent.
Oh,
an adjustment.
yeah, I turn as a robot.
They're robots down there. They started
Um,
the implanting of the chips.
Now, Taylor, for your view, I think you accidentally right now on After Nine. It's just me. Like I'm the main one.
Oh, it's definitely
Yeah.
just Travis.
Are you gonna switch that to the main gallery?
Yep,
Are you
we're
gonna
good now.
hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to After Nine, the Madhouse. It's been a while. It's been since November since we did this. It's been a while. Copyright strike. And then, so it's been a good time. Well, it has been a good time because we have no After Nine. We've been so busy. So we applaud the patrons for letting us have December because, as you guys saw, we put out lots of content, family, all bunch of stuff. But I am the Clown Prince of Podcast, Trav Snell, and I'm joined by
Your friendly neighborhood caster, Kirklin Patzer.
I don't even think of a nickname. I'll just go old school. I am the Taylor Field of Fields. Taylor Field.
nice. And I am the man down under, Kyle Smith,
the man down, the robot man down under.
the robot. I might switch my headphones out later on. Let's see.
It's probably might not be
Yeah.
a bad idea, but
Please,
you know,
please do it.
Okay.
there's no problems when you're just listening. When you're just listening, the audio is great. It's when you're talking that's the problem. So let's see here. So yeah, this is After Nine. If people don't know what it is, because we do have a lot of new listeners since Spider-Man No Way Home. What this is every month, the plan is every month is we open up the phone lines per se. It's all of us. We get back, we shoot the shit. It's probably the most like OG original cast we do as far as GeekVerse. But then what we do is as far as Patreon, that helps support us. You know, whole rigmarole. That doesn't happen here. But what you do get with the rigmarole is the phase 2 and higher, because you guys support us and you guys help us. We want to have some fun, kind of give back a little bit, and we do a Zoom call and we just talk about anything. It should be a fun time because we have lots to talk about because it's been a few months. So I don't know who's going to be coming, who's going to be going. I know I have one great topic. I'm not sure. Has Kirkland seen the and Taylor? You can now drop the link for the patrons there. I'm not sure if Kirkland's seen the title for tonight's episode.
See you there, Cal. No,
Well, don't look at it. Don't
Didn't.
worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
we're
it something
gonna.
about me?
Oh, it's something about you, all right. But we're gonna.
Oh yeah, you fucking whatever I said.
We're gonna wait for some patrons to get in here, and it's gonna be a good time. Taylor, why are you dropping the Discord? That's not how it works. You drop it on the Patreon.
That means
literally
anybody
just
could
join
did
it.
this. Oh my god!
It's
Dude,
axed.
that's
It's
why
axed. It's gone.
I literally said because I have Patreon tied to my Chrome.
I thought you
and my
said
Chrome's not
Discord.
open.
I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm on the
Whatever.
Discord.
I even explained to him like, oh, Patreon, you do the title like this. You know, man. He stopped editing podcasts for 1 week because Kirkland took over, and he's already.
I need to get
fucking-
back into it. You guys have like cut me out here.
Oh, good. Next week he volunteered.
Job security,
Listen to
man.
Sign me up.
You're losing your job security.
that. Yeah. Fan McClay's already hitting me up like, if you guys ever need an editor, I'm like, well, yeah, he's a piece of shit, but sometimes you got to get rid of Taylor, you know. So, yeah. What do you got? God, when you're ready to go, give us a thumbs up because you look like you're about to get your mugshot taken or something right now. So, Kirkland, what do you got planned? What do you got going on this weekend?
Recovering from podcasting. It's been a fucking dense week. No, Shay's gonna be finishing her set tomorrow morning. So right as soon as she's off, we're gonna hit up. I think it's called Obe. It's like OEB. It's a little brunch place downtown. We saw it
Ooh.
last weekend, and we wanted to check it out. So we'll hit brunch, and just chillaxing and having fun. And it's my birthday week coming up, so just the
Mhm.
festivities are gonna start. And yeah, just chillaxing. A lot of rest, I think. This week has just like drained me. Like 20 minutes ago, I was like falling asleep on the couch. I'm like, I think it's finally catching up to me, man. I think I've averaged like probably 12:30, 1 a.m. Like that's been my bedtime this entire week. And it's really catching up to me. But you know, it's the grind. It's the grind. Even yesterday we finished podcast at like, I don't know, 10:45. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be getting some good sleep tonight. Hour of editing later and cutouts, and it's not even like it takes that long. It's just because I was like super tired, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is right. And then it was
Scared
like
Dylan
midnight.
off when Dylan asked, "Oh, how long the cutouts start?" You know, again, we gotta get you off Audacity.
And then yeah, absolutely. And then it was midnight, and I'm like, I might as well just do Peacemaker now. Like I was gonna hold off on it,
Oh.
but it's ready to go. It's scheduled tonight or midnight. 5 minutes or something, a little sneak preview. Hey, we got Carl in the video.
Carl, your camera's looking great.
It is. He looks like an Instagram model.
Hello.
You look
How you
wonderful.
doing over there? Yes, you do, sir.
Hi, Kirklin. You look well
Hey.
yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
What time is it right now? Probably 3
It
a.m.,
is
4 a.m. Or no.
2:07 a.m.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
close. I
2:07.
was close.
Yeah, close, very close.
Well, don't worry. The next one's the morning one. We'll back to switching on and off and everything like that. So next one will be
Every
the
time
morning.
Carl's in here, I swear you're like apologize. You're like, next one's gonna be better your
'Cause
time. I
I
swear.
always respect his commitment to show up, but I did because we do that all the time. People say like, "Oh, why you guys stay up so late for a
It's-
cast or something?" But
It's okay. I'm the minority. It's okay.
yeah,
I
he
don't
knows
mind.
his
I'll take
place.
one for the team.
Yeah. No, what are you just using your camera webcam? Or what's going on there? You got a better cam than us going on. It's your country has better Wi-Fi. That must be it or something like that.
I have
you know?
had this camera for a while now. Yeah,
Looks
had
good.
for a
You
good
gotta
while. Yeah,
definitely-
It looks
I had
very
it for the
good,
last time I was on with Taylor. I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carl, are you streaming now?
Yeah. Well, I upped my game. I'm using my DSLR now though, so I've got like a brand new Sony A6400.
Nice
There you
whiz.
go.
Yeah.
There you
Nice.
go. No, he snuck his way onto a Camp Cretaceous review at Taylor. Not approved.
Oh, he
by
didn't
the
sneak. He was full on carpet.
Not approved by the GeekVerse brass, but you know.
Sorry, Taylor. Do you hear that?
What's that?
Do you hear that, Taylor? Do you hear it? It's just really annoying whine just in the background there. I don't know. Is Travis back? I guess.
You know what? I'm gonna move on to something more pleasant. And April, it's good to see you. How you doing? Oh, you muted? I think you're muted. or my headphones just broke and I need to buy another pair because my Apple headphones I just go through like wild. I have a wireless pair, but I'm still a corded guy. You know, I hate the charge times. They always seem to die.
For
when I
what?
know-
Headphones?
when I need them the most. Like that's what it seems
Yeah,
like.
wired's the way to go. I remember also, I think it was like PS3 era, Xbox 360 era, when like that was jumping from like wired controllers. And it's like, dude, this is the
Yeah, when I
future.
need them the most.
But then
That's
you know,
what it is.
battery
Wired's
packs.
the way to go. I
like,
remember
having to
also,
charge, and now it's just like transitioning
PS3
back
era,
to
Xbox
corded
360
and
era,
wired.
when,
It's
like,
just it's
that
so
was
much more
jumping from,
reliable.
like, wired controllers. And it's like,
You get
dude,
the
this is-
freedom, but like still, it's the reliability factor.
Just,
Are you
just
saying you
pony up
want-
the cash and get a decent set?
What's that?
Just get pony up the cash and get a decent set.
Are you saying that to me or Kirkland? Like mine are Apple wireless
Kirkland.
ones.
Well, it
Yeah.
won't last forever, no matter what the decent set
When
is.
you
And
buy
then I
Apple,
know
lasts
it's gonna be
forever.
like I'm jumping into like end game deleted scenes review or something like that, and then I just have everything's dead, and it's like, oh well, I guess I'm not partaking in this.
Why you listen to Endgame's deleted scenes review like 3 years
Dude,
later?
I don't know. I was gonna say like a big thing. I feel like a big thing is Endgame, and then I
Not
didn't
3
wanna
years
say
later.
Endgame
It's old
2.
news.
Endgame. Well, maybe it's like behind the scenes of Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz just boning on set, and
On the
Matt
battle-
Reeves just
yeah,
yelling at
That's what I
them.
was gonna say. It's No Way
Doing the review
Home.
for that, and everything's dead. I have to be a part of that. So
It's the Batman, which I've been listening to the theme all day. That theme.
the theme is
just-
playing while they're just getting it on.
We're setting the mood. But yeah, it's I like the corded. It's the way to go, especially with this. And I'm worried the day when Apple doesn't, because I like them in my ear. I'm worried the day they stop making the the auxiliary one, because I really, yeah, they're analog headphones. I got a pair of those. But yeah, because I don't want to switch to the Lightning. But one day it'll happen, and that's gonna be a depressing thing. Then I'll probably switch from Apple headphones because I don't want the Lightning setup. You know, don't want any of that. So.
Well, they'll probably get rid of the Lightning setup soon. Just go USB-C.
I
Yeah,
think they were
USB-C is the
forced
future.
to. In the UK, they
Yeah.
sued Apple because they just keep changing their thing, and then I think in the UK they're trying to keep it all like one device. So I think they had a lawsuit.
USB-C is the way to go, baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Apple's like, nah, we're gonna make a new one every year, just so people have to buy her
Yeah.
$40 dongle or whatever.
So, Carl, what you been up to since we talked last? Like I said, it was probably November. It's been Christmas. We're in a whole new year. We haven't talked to you even this year, you know? So
I know.
What you been up to?
I don't know, not too much. Got a
What?
new job, just doing that.
What is
I
going
haven't
on?
been, I haven't been. What do you mean? What's going on?
Is your name Carl?
Carl. I thought you said Kyle.
Carl does not value Carl's opinion at all.
No, Carl.
At first, I thought he was joking. Like, oh, new job, new
sorry.
this, new car.
And in fairness, I'd rather hear from Kyle right now because it's been a while since we've seen him. I was actually worried for a while. I was like, oh,
Oh, I am always too. If I don't,
is he in China or somewhere else now?
if I don't see his Facebook online green bubble pop up in 2 days, I'm like, that guy's dead. He's dead somewhere in an alley. He met the wrong.
Sorry,
person.
Carl.
Snake.
Sorry, Carl. What have you been up to? What's going on?
Not much. Just same old with me. It has been actually really busy. I've got a big race for the first time next Saturday that I've been
Like
trying
on
to train for. Yeah. Around
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a long distance runner?
I think so.
He doesn't know.
Damn.
How many miles per hour?
We'll find out at your race, I guess. eh?
At the moment, I'm doing 7-minute miles.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I don't even know what that
um,
means. That's how slow I go.
Pretty good pace.
So I got my first race next Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
Sick. Good
I
luck.
was being facetious. I thought it was gonna be like some sort of car race or boat race or something like that. But there you go. That's good. You know. 'cause
What
I feel
number
like
did they give you?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Jamie Lee. She has it. she picked it for me.
I felt like Taylor was setting up for some joke or something, but then his response was just shaking his
Genuine
head.
curiosity.
Yeah, no, that's fine. April, let's do take 2.
Round 2.
Can we hear you?
Okay, can you?
Yeah.
We're
There
good.
it is.
There we go.
Sounds great.
Yeah. How are we doing? Or how are you doing?
How are we doing?
Yeah, tell us how we're doing, please. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Mhm. How was your Christmas and New Year's? Anything exciting or just family time, or what did you get up to?
I didn't really do anything. My son was with his dad this year for Christmas, so I just
Mhm.
kind of chilled at home.
Yeah. Christmas movies and whatnot. Do you have like a go like? Do you have a go-to Christmas snack and stuff? Because like for me, Christmas I gotta have the Lindors. Like I gotta have those going around. I'm not sure. Do they have those in America? Right, Lindors?
Yeah, I don't think I've
Okay.
ever had one, but they do exist here.
Oh, it's good. It's really good.
Chocolate person.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
no.
I like everything peppermint flavored, so
There you go.
everything. Cookies, like peppermint Oreos and peppermint hot chocolate and peppermint everything.
And how's the first 21 days of the new year treating you? It's almost February. I don't like looking at my little calendar at my Apple bar here. It's like 9 days and we're in the new year. Or no, we're not. We're in the next month. Not the new year. Sorry.
It's very cold here, so mostly I just don't leave my house.
That's fair. We're just getting out of that cold spell right now. We got some snow a couple days ago, but it's already melted and stuff like that. So, Carl,
It's supposed
clearly,
to snow tonight. What are you talking about?
I don't look at the weather.
You go outside?
Well, that kind
Dude, driving to work this morning, it was like a skating rink. Oh my gosh. I was going to make a left turn. I wasn't even going fast. And then it's just like, okay, I guess I'm not turning left. I just kept going because
You know
I
what's
just
you know
could
what
not
sucks
stop.
about that? Like we're in Jeeps, right? So people like extra hate you because like, oh, look at this tough guy in a Jeep. He's
What are you
sliding
talking
around.
about? No. People respect me on the road. Maybe you with your Jurassic
don't.
Park sticker on the side
Jurassic
of your car.
World.
Just the
World.
12-year-olds
Oh, sorry,
respect me
Will.
with my stickers on the Jeep.
Yeah, the old adults don't, because like, why isn't it park? You know. And just so for the listeners, Kirkland's a complete liar. It's not supposed to snow at all here. I'm looking at the weather app right now. It's not supposed to snow the entire week. So he's just lying to you.
I'm talking about like in the mountains. That's what I meant.
Well, we don't live in the mountains. We
There's
live
a
in
fog advisory. That's as far as I'll give you.
What elevation do you think we're at, Travis? Because we're not close to sea level. So technically
is
we're
a-
in the mountains.
There is a fog advisory. I don't know. I don't spend my days thinking about what elevation we're at. I got.
That's
bigger
all I think
problems.
about.
Well, that's good. You need to get a new job if that's what you're thinking.
Wondering
about.
why I'm so lightheaded all the time.
Yeah. What about you, Carl? What's the weather like? I'm not gonna ask Kyle because fuck Kyle and his weather that he has right now. But
Yeah, Kyle's probably sitting there in about 34-degree heat.
mhm.
I don't know what that is for Fahrenheit for people. Yeah, it's pretty mild here actually for this time of year. I think right now it's like 78 degrees. So we haven't had it too cold yet. No snow, unfortunately.
No, it's gonna snow the day you run.
I
Really
hope
mess
so.
you up. You hope
Yeah.
so? You think they give you advantage?
Yeah, it'll make me run quicker because it's freezing. I'll only get my ass home.
So how many
You-
people? Oh, go ahead, Kirk.
You wear like full on like a full suit to like keep warm, keep your
Garbage
body
bag?
temperature.
No.
Yeah, sure.
That's for I'm not gonna say the word, but it's for those people.
For losers.
For casuals.
Well, yes.
Yeah. I had a thought and it's completely
I got a
gone.
question.
Tiff, yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Carl, so what do you win
Yo,
if you
yo.
get first place?
Bragging rights, because then I can say my first ever race I won it.
But what about
And it's not
additionally
gonna
to
happen.
that? Like the bragging rights and what else?
Just a nice Facebook post. Say I
There you
won.
go. There you go. So you
That I
said
have
your
posted.
See, I feel like you're fudging the numbers a bit because I feel like you said your first ever race, and I feel like you've definitely raced at some point in your life, even if it was for fun. Someone said, "Hey, you want to race?"
Just picks
Yeah,
people on
this
the
is-
street.
Okay, well,
Let's
yeah,
race.
Yeah, true.
that
It's
what
my
you-
first official race.
Oh, it's an official race. Okay, how
Official
many people
race,
are in this race?
No idea.
Oh,
I hadn't actually checked the numbers. So I seen they do a couple of races around the country. So I seen the last one, and there was quite a lot of people there who looked like proper runners.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not looking.
Are you not a
forward to it.
proper runner?
No, I just
You're going into a
first
race
race.
and you're not a proper runner?
no.
I mean, he's been training. I feel like
I have been
it's-
training. Yeah, I
yeah.
was training, and then like I was off there for 2 weeks. Unfortunately, my partner's mum passed away last week. So
Oh.
thinking of you, Jimmy Lee. So there was a couple of weeks there I hadn't been able to do anything, and she's actually running in the race as well. So it'll be a tough one next week.
She's running in the race as well.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, you both are like tied for like up
Oh,
at
I'm
the
winning.
front. You're
Oh, he's
you're
tripping.
running.
He's tripping.
Okay.
Got a
And-
banana peel or something.
Yeah,
I'll be
red
just like-
shell out of nowhere.
oh yeah. No,
Okay,
I'll be,
Kyle.
I'll be.
Now it's your turn. Now you can talk about what's going on in your life properly.
It's a way
this
to
time.
talk about himself.
Yeah.
Any new women yet, Cal? I like your
no,
love life.
not at all.
Tell us about the love life.
Oh, I've just been in isolation for the last 3 weeks, so it's been
Oof.
good. Yeah.
You can have a woman
You know,
with
getting
you though in isolation.
Can you?
Just got to sign
Well,
up for
no,
3
I had
weeks, so that's
COVID.
quite the commitment.
I
Yeah,
had-
especially with
had
you,
COVID
Kyle.
for-
Day 2, it's like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. Can't, you're in isolation.
It's a horror movie
No,
right
I
there.
just-
Kyle's like, have you seen Boba Fett? I want to complain about it.
No, it's been good. Just been, working and trying to work from home and deal with all of that. But it's been nice.
Do you have a job now where you can work from home?
Kind of, yeah. I can't do too much because I need a desktop. So all of the engineering stuff that we do, I don't have those programs on my Mac. So, but try to do as much as I can. So it's good.
Is it time to invest in a desktop then?
I guess. Well, the work would buy it. So
Nice. Get like a
Yeah.
3090. You get like just like a $7,000 gaming rig. Just claim that you need it for work.
well, that's what the desktop is at home. I think it's like a 2070 with like 32 gigs or something like that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna give
Yeah.
him some like Windows 95. Like, here's your update. That's what we. That's
Covered
what we,
in dust and just gross. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I won't say where I work. I work for the government, but like we got an update.
512 megabytes of RAM. Just ready to go.
We got
Floppy
an
disk
update.
drive
It
in
was
the
like
front.
2017 computers with like Windows 10, and it's like, oh yeah, we got a big update coming for you guys. And like it is still better than like what we had before, but it's still just.
Do you think
it's
the
so
government
slow.
would like employ you guys with proper, the actual $7,000 gaming rigs?
You would think there's many more things I would complain about, but I'm gonna be safe and not do that. But there's a few things where I just go, man, this doesn't feel like a government job. This feels exactly like what Best Buy was like. Like that's a strange thing to have, but you gotta do things where you can. But in March we get to go to the union and possibly get a raise. So I'm fingers crossed. That's a good thing. So Kyle, I want to ask you because you're talking about stores because I don't think we've ever had this conversation. Like, what do you like if you're going to buy a computer? Where do you go in Australia? Like, what stores are there?
There's
Like Best
kind
Buy
of
Mate?
like
Hi, mate.
It's called JB Hi-Fi, and that's like the equivalent of Best Buy in a way. It looks like Best Buy, but looks like the cheaper end of Best Buy. Remember, like those yellow sale tags that we would always have to put up?
I'm
Yeah,
looking
but
at it right
instead they actually like write it by hand. So all of the sale tags are
Oh.
like by hand or something. They just weird writing on them, but yeah.
Written in Australian. Can't understand
Isn't
it.
awesome? Yeah. Or there's
Back
like
in front.
like a Staples, but they call it an Office Works. So I'm trying to
These
think
just
of other
sound like
things.
knockoff brands. That's what these are.
Basically, yeah. And everything's like 15% more expensive than they would be in Canada. So it's great.
First thing I look up is some article. JB Hi-Fi employee reveals you should never pay full price at a store and how you can save on Apple games and TVs. I don't know why it's specifically for this store, but yeah, you're right. It kind of has like a Best Buy vibe. There's no blue going on, but
No,
5
there's
facts
no
about
blue at all.
Jimmy Barnes. That's the guy. Eh?
Jimmy.
Yeah. So that's where you go for your that. What are your grocery stores? You got a Walmart out there?
No, it's called Big W.
Fuck.
These are knockoff
That is
brands.
definitely a
You
knockoff.
live in a
Um,
bizarro world. Big W, JB,
there-
Hi-Fi.
There is an IGA. The other one's a Woolworths is like the main grocery store.
Oh, really? Woolworths is still going over there.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
Big W. How do you have an IGA over there?
they're just meant for like small like groceries, like just for a small community.
Woolworths
It's
finally
true.
bites the bullet on Big W.
I feel like
That was-
so many small towns, if they don't have like a grocery store or like a big grocery, it's just an IGA. I don't know
Yeah.
what deal they signed to get that deal. It's just like every small town, we just get an IGA in there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about what else they got there. Or like where
Cool.
like what else do you have to buy for like what's a clothing store there?
I just go to H&M.
Okay, they got
Look
that.
at you. Fancy
But I guess
Wilderness
didn't
fan.
H&M come from there to us, or am I wrong on that?
I have no idea.
I think
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Maybe it's just America.
Do you have a Toys R Us
Mm.
over there?
You have.
No Toys R Us. No. Toys R Us still exist?
Yeah.
In Canada.
Canada.
Never
yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Is it in Canada?
Yeah, poor April. R.I.P. You guys lost Toys R Us.
But didn't Canada lose Target?
Oh yeah, we lost Target really early.
Yeah, we were part of that.
Yeah.
See, Target's pretty big here.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't the same. We have people. So I don't know if you remember Target outside. They have those like big balls that they always like. They have
Oh,
the big
yeah.
red balls and stuff. And now every time
Oh.
someone takes over the store, they got to paint.
They're
over it and
blue
stuff.
now because now Bed Bath
Yeah,
and
they
Beyond
got
is
blue
moving in
balls.
there. I almost went
Yeah.
full circle. It's for weird.
Yeah, you could go back.
That's where businesses go to die, starting with Target. So
That's true.
Actually, starting
There's
with
been a
Zellers.
few actually.
Zellers.
Zellers, Target. Then there was like
Do they still have
another-
that gym there?
No, Jim's gone.
No, the Steve Nash one. It's
Oh,
gone.
Steve Nash.
It's a
What, really?
curse. Yeah, and that's why Bed Bath Beyond is going there now. So it's a curse.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's gonna go out of business too, I guess. And, yeah, Costco's. Do you have a Costco in Australia?
There's Costco, yeah.
Yeah, Costco's on the moon, man.
They're
It's
doing a
everywhere.
new
Deal,
Costco
yeah.
here, Kyle. In case you didn't know.
In
If you want to come
West
back,
They
Florida?
set up the new
Yeah.
Costco, the Costco gas stop, and they're building, constructing the whole new area for the new store.
I'm excited for the gas bar. Just get that cheaper
It's
gas.
horrible to get in there and get out. Like the intersection they set up is just atrocious there.
It's not even open. No wonder it's hard
No,
to
you
get
can-
in.
you can
You
use
just
it.
like
It's
ramming
open.
down the fence.
You can use it.
Really?
It's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been open for like a month now.
Not the whole Costco, just the gas
No,
bar.
just the
No,
gas
just the
part.
gas part.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Kirklin, you live in West Kelowna. You should know this.
It's not
It's
on
not
West
in the West
Kelowna,
Kelowna.
Kyle.
Oh, is it
Good guy.
West Side? I don't know.
West
No, it's
Side,
nowhere.
guys.
It's just a couple blocks from the original Costco.
It's right behind the
Oh, I
Canadian
thought they were building on the
Superstore.
west side.
No.
No, they want to do that, but then the people got really mad about that, so they kiboshed it.
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
a proponent for that. That would have been amazing.
Well, of course, but not the rest of us. The majority of us thought, no, it's a bad idea. You know, you don't get what you want. You're in the minority, right, Carl? You're in the minority.
Yep,
You're staying
I'm
up
in the
till 2
minority.
a.m.
I get
gonna
jack
try
shit
and-
He
over here.
is.
I got Tim Hortons and I don't even like coffee, so no.
You got a Costco over there, Carl?
No, we do not.
You got
Costco.
nothing over there, really.
We got
no.
Spar, the co-op. Is that kind?
What's this? The Spar Co-op. I gotta look
The
this up.
Spar or a co-op?
We got co-op
Yeah, co-ops in
You got
on the
Alberta.
west side. What the fuck is that, Kyle?
Oh yeah,
That's
well, I
the
was
biggest
asking-
bottle I've ever seen. What is that thing? Throw that up.
Oh, it's a Yeti.
Oh,
beer and a
it's like
Yeti.
a.
Ooh,
Oh, it's like
cryptic.
a. Those are awesome.
the
I think my parents
beer
have like it's
cozy.
like a cozy.
It just-
Yeah.
Are we supposed to
Yeah.
hide the brands now because GeekVerse is now
Fuck no.
sponsored?
I'm trying to get a
Yeah.
Wildcat sponsor. Sponsor me, Wildcat.
This beer is brought to you by Manscaped.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
we'll
shitty
Take all
kitty
the
Kirklin.
hairs off your
Nice.
balls.
I don't know if that's a good. I don't know. I feel like that's
Good ad read.
I guess we might in the future. Like there could be some drink that removes hair, but I feel like that's gonna go through like a lot of testing. You know,
Oh,
like,
I would
there
hope
is.
so.
If
To
you
get the worst areas.
yeah. Just
Yeah,
make
if
a
you ever
bunch of
drink-
it bald.
if you come over here and you drink some poaching, you will have no hair left on your body. That's a fact.
Oh, speaking of drinking, so
Intimidating.
I tried we did Christmas like last weekend because we didn't do Christmas with my family on Christmas. I had a non-alcoholic beer and I got to
Ooh,
taste
what
beer.
one?
Other than
Isn't that just a
one
root
time-
beer?
No, not at all. It smells like I don't know what beer tastes like, but I remember what it smells like, and
Well, you
it
just
smelled.
had a beer. Now you know what it tastes like, even if it's not alcoholic.
I'm telling the story. No, listen.
Sorry,
No,
I'll
I
mute
said
myself. I'll mute myself.
before I drank a beer, I knew like what it smelled like and everything like that. Now again, it's a non-alcoholic beer. I didn't get through it. I don't think I would have been a beer guy. It's like I don't know. It's just bitter. It just tastes like it's just like thick and tastes kind of like spit sometimes. You
What
know,
makes
but I
it
would say
non-alcoholic? Like they just don't ferment.
there's no
any of it?
alcoholic
They
in it.
take the alcoholic.
Yeah.
They take the alcoholic portion out of it.
Yeah, well, I'll get you one, Taylor. You
Just
can try
dilute
and tell me what-
I actually had a couple a few weeks ago because I was driving, and they were pretty accurate actually compared to the alcoholic version. So
That's what everyone was telling me. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I didn't. I would have kept drinking it, but it was more like I'm trying to like cut down some weight. So it's like I don't need this drink that I'm like kind of enjoying. Like I'd rather just have the lime Ricky. So I'm like, okay, I didn't finish it off, but there's like a smooth and a dark one. And yeah, the only other time I've had one is when me and Kyle went clubbing one time, and I accidentally drank someone's drink because I thought it was my water. It was not my water, and I
No,
spat
it's
out
so
right
funny.
away. But it's luckily it wasn't what happened to Johnny. We had this friend Johnny who. Unfortunately, he didn't know that there was like a cup beside him that someone had spit their tobacco spit in, and he drank that.
Oh no.
But the good thing was he was so plastered, he never remembered a single thing. So to this day, he doesn't really. I think we've told him, but he's like, "Well, it doesn't matter to me because he has no recollection."
Whose
of it. So,
tobacco was it? Do you ever
He's
find
gonna have
out?
like a
some
nightmare one day and just remember everything.
like none of
Nothing
ours.
worse.
Like none of us
Yeah.
chewed tobacco.
Some random, yeah.
I still don't know anybody like personally that chews tobacco. Like I feel like that's just a different type of crowd. You know, I don't know.
I've
It's
done
just-
it once where I lifted the wrong beer tin and somebody put a cigarette out in it.
Oh,
yeah.
I can still taste it.
That's the one that makes you lose your hair. Just drinking
Yeah.
cigarette butts. You lose everything.
I
Maddie, how's
smoke
it going?
cigarettes when you just drink cigarettes.
Good, man. How's everyone? Fuck, it's nice to see you guys. How's everyone doing?
Fantastic. It's good to
What's
see
up,
you.
Matty? Are you well? Because you're looking well, sir.
Thank you, man. You too. For the record, I fucking hate beer. Okay, like I usually stick to like just wine or gin. I'm very
You're
simple.
so refined. Look at
It
you,
makes
upper
me
class
A
cry.
couple
guy.
of things that
With a cigar by his fire and his like big,
Chewing
like
tobacco.
mural of himself, just butt naked.
The last time I drunk gin, Matty,
Did it
I
end
have
well?
a vague memory of being at the
Yeah.
bar after ordering like 30 odd shots for people.
A
Trying to
vague
pay with
memory.
my Tesco club card because I could not find my actual bank cards. And the barman was not impressed. And you don't know, probably know what Tesco's is. It's just a supermarket chain. So it was just like a wee card, club card. Yeah, it was a bad
Did you
night.
regret the next day buying all those shots?
No, I didn't have any money to pay for it. I don't know what I'd done with my actual bank card. It just disappeared.
So you used the other card to pay for it?
I was
And-
trying to, yeah, but it doesn't work. It's just like a reward
You get
card.
out.
Yeah, how'd you get out?
Just fucking bolted for the
Just
door.
did the dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dined and dashed. He really did, man. I can't believe it. He dined and drank, or he drank and
Everybody
dashed.
had
I
loads
guess.
of free
Still a
shots.
warrant out for his arrest.
I don't go back
During
to
his
that part of the
race,
world.
FBI's gonna fucking slam him down. We know what you did in that bar. Pull him away and stuff, but
Kirklin, how's Marco doing?
He's doing fantastic. He
Doing
just
good.
graduated. Maybe I'll pull up an image. Yeah,
You gotta
there's
send
a-
some pics, man. I feel like you sent like
I
one
know.
pic the day you got him, and then
He-
that was it.
He's bigger now.
he actually didn't buy him. He just went to like a puppy mill, took a picture, and then like
Just wants some social status. Can I just carry one of your
Yeah.
puppies, please?
Have you
Shay's
guys-
not real either.
Have you guys met him? Travis, Taylor, have you guys met him?
No, Kirkland has some
No.
weird thing where he doesn't want us to meet the dog or something like that. So
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
you can't
adds
see
to the
him. You
narrative
can't see
that
him.
Travis explains.
He doesn't
100%.
exist.
Oh, Shay's
What?
definitely real, though. I can send you some pictures of it.
You dog.
Like, there's definitely one time I can't remember. Me and Taylor were talking, and Kirklin like disappeared for like a whole week, and I'm like, if Shay is missing, we know exactly what happened because Kirklin, and he didn't even say he was going camping, nothing. He was just gone. And it was one of those, not even like checking his message. It was like last online like 3 days ago, and it's like, where the fuck is he? Like, it wasn't anything vital, but it's like, oh, we need something, and then he just come back like, okay, I'm ready to cast. It's like, oh man, there's gonna like his wall's gonna be covered in blood. He's gonna be, like. Joe Goldberg over here didn't work out, and he found a burial spot. So, but no, I asked him, and
No comment. I don't talk about those 3 days that I was gone.
the last time I asked him, like, "Oh, when are we gonna see the dog?" He's like, "In due time." Like I'm some fucking peasant who like has to work his way up to it. I let him see my dog Isabella all the time if he wants, but
just come over, man. Come on right now.
You come to me for the dogs. Get the
Do
dogs.
a doggy play date, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'll have to bring it up. My dog, because she's getting, I think. Oh man, I can't remember how old. I think she's about to be 8 now. I have to find this video of like her snore. She's definitely like getting the old age snore, and man, it is something else. Hang on.
Is she,
already deadly.
Is it a pug, Travis? I forget.
British Bulldog.
British Bulldog.
With American in there. So okay.
Nice.
Here's
Nice, Carl.
This is that creaking chair.
Oh my god, that is dangerous.
And it was like, and then when I was sneaking up on her, and then when I got the camera on her, she stopped right away because she knows
Classic,
it's there.
yeah.
But like legitimately, there's times like Emily did the other day, and then she just stopped breathing. Like Izzy's just gonna like.
You're talking about Izzy, right? Not Emily. Like.
Yeah, that was Emily snoring. No, it's Isabella. Yeah, it is Izzy
No,
snoring.
Emily snore isn't like that.
Sounded like she was revving up some machinery or something, like getting something going.
Yeah, it would be the best way. I legitimately hope and feel like there's a chance she could just pass away in her sleep one day, because there's just times where I just feel like she's not moving. She's just there, and then she's up and everything. But
Here you go. I'll let you hear what Emily sounds like.
oh no, this is not safe for work. Oh, okay. I was like, even if you played that clip, I was gonna be like, Carl, why do you just have like a porn clip ready to go on your phone? Like, why do you just have that saved in your favorites or something like that?
He's doing homework. He's prepping for tonight.
Yeah, I gotta have my sound bites ready. But no, one day I'll get a picture of the dog. But probably when Kirklin goes to jail, I'll adopt the dog. We've been close to getting another dog, but we haven't, just because also we just.
Why am I going to jail? What am I doing?
Because you would have killed Shay, so I'll take the dog. That's what I mean. Like,
no,
yeah,
I can't take Shay on. She'll fucking.
Can I take
she would
your
defeat me.
PS5?
Come on, man. You can play it
You can
anytime.
have my Cal. I went and bought a new PC, and my PS5 is sitting there gathering dust now. Haven't turned it on once.
Games
Tragedy.
Pass? Games Pass on the PC?
Yeah. So.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that time that Travis, when you were whispering at Spider-Man in his ear, the Spider-Man poster behind Kirklin, you were whispering like in his ear, fucking guy.
Well, my favorite thing was Kirklin didn't know I was pretending to be Spider-Man for some of the jokes. He just thought I was like whispering. It's like, yeah,
Talking to him.
do it. Kirklin's origin story. But yeah, Maddie, how was your Christmas? What you been up to in the new year so far?
It was good, man. Everything's been good, but today I had like the scariest revelation, guys. I need to vent about something.
Uh-oh.
I'm starting to get into panic mode. Okay, like Travis, I don't know if it was.
He killed his girlfriend.
Yo, Matty, I've got your
Close
back.
it in.
I'm starting to think it was a real
You're my alibi, you guys.
Give me 12 hours, I'll be over to.
Yeah. Where were you at this time? And like, oh, I was on this podcast.
The proof's on the cast. There you go. Like,
Yeah.
but
Anyways,
yeah,
you're saying.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if it was today or yesterday that I wrote to you in the Discord that I had taken those days off to watch Batman, and I'm like, I hope to God it doesn't get delayed, which at this point I don't think it will, but I have an actual like even more serious problem on my hands because theaters are fucking closed in Quebec right now and in Ontario. So they've been closed since basically No Way Home. Like I got to see No Way Home. Thank God I went. And like 2 weeks later they shut down and they're still closed. They haven't announced like anything opening, and like we're almost a month away, man. I realized today, like it's practically almost a month away. And like if theaters aren't open, I'm gonna freak the fuck out because like at least if it's in Ontario too, I'll fucking drive 6 hours to Toronto if I have to see the movie. But like even in Ontario, they're closed. So Yeah, I'm freaking out right
Just come
now.
to the West
You're
Coast,
gonna have
man.
to come to us.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to come to
exactly.
us. Yeah.
Fly over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously,
we got
man.
spots for you, but yeah, that is a scary revelation.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I had
man.
thought about that when No Way Home, all those theaters closed. I was like, man, people must be PO'd if they didn't choose to see in those first 2 weeks where you were or any other, because there's some place in America where they close. I think they're back
Yeah.
open again, but I feel like, I guess it's all going to depend on the cases, right? I feel like you got, what is it, like you got like a month and 2 weeks, which is, that is scary because that's like not that far away, like February 4th, and that's a month. But I feel like they might, because like right now, what you got, Scream, you got a couple kids movies. I feel like they might be like, oh well, we can keep it close because there's nothing that would drive like huge revenue. But with Batman, I feel like oh, let's open up for this. And I hope for your sake, because I think they're not doing the HBO Max or like the VOD thing this year, Warner Brothers. So, and I think you're right. I think Batman's it's gonna stick it's getting into that like final marketing territory where I'm starting to see like 30-second TV spots. There's Little Caesar pizza boxes right now with like the logo, and it says like March. You had that theme, like
God.
even Matt Reeves tweeting like, oh yeah, I've done the quality control. Like I feel like we're in that final stretch now. Okay, we're gonna do the final marketing, and yeah, I really hope they're open for you, because that'd be a tough one.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm praying at least literally like at least in Ontario, I fucking hope they open. If not here, but like I'll literally drive like anywhere I have to drive to see it. You know, so.
Well, that was tough because I think in Ontario they said that they were going to be lifting most restrictions in mid-March, but that's the problem. It's
Yeah.
mid-March. That's just
too
going
long.
to be.
It's too far away.
You're just going to have to avoid, and you're just going to have to click on every link on the internet and hope that there's something.
Oh no, there's no way I'm waiting 2 weeks to see it. Like I'm finding a way. Like I'll do whatever I have to do to see it.
What about you, April? Do you got theaters open where you are?
Oh yeah, no. I live in a red state, so we're not acknowledging the pandemic here.
That's fair, you know. As long as like it's dangerous, I guess, but at least if you're being safe, you can kind of, get to.
You're
partake in
responsible
that.
for your own health.
Yeah, you get to partake in those type of things. So I had to ask, have you seen the newest Scream yet, April?
Yeah, I'm a big Scream fan. I went and saw it opening night.
Yeah, how do you feel with this one?
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Where would I won't drop any spoilers because I know other people haven't, but where would you rank it among the five now?
Second after the original.
Really? Yeah.
Wow.
I want to see it one more time because I'm there. it's either 2 or 3 for me. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved like all like the dialogue they had, like the toxic fans and stuff like that. But it's and there was quite a few surprises in there I wasn't seeing coming. Do you think, because like it made lots of money, do you think they're gonna do more? Or you think this is like a kind of final, like, okay, we did Scream, like it's okay, I won't say final because we'll be 80 and they'll be like, look, we're making another Scream, but I mean like in the next, like the foreseeable future, you think we're gonna get another one?
So I think they dropped enough stuff for a future one that they're gonna make more.
Yeah, I think so too. They said
Man, I'm so jealous. You guys got to see it.
I know. I won't ask too much movies because I feel bad for Maddie. I'm
No,
like,
no,
oh,
it's
you see
okay.
this, but
I
other than
just
that,
went to the cinema the other day just to have a nap. Sorry, Maddie.
Jeez.
That was me
Wiping
in
your ass with
Eternals.
$100 bills.
Carl's offended almost everybody so far. He has to be careful. But
He's got a list. He's checking it off.
Yeah, he is. April, Kyle, Taylor, you're next. Well, Taylor always gets a pass for some reason, but yeah. Well, at least other than Scream, there's nothing really out right now. Like I saw some trailer for some movie called Redeeming Love. I didn't even know that was until today. It was like it's just like I think it's like a Nicholas Sparks thing or something like that. And then what else is coming out?
I saw Kingsman last night, the new one.
How was that?
Nice. How was it?
Yeah, it was all right. I kind of forgot like what the main Kingsmans were about, so I think it's a bit more dramatic. They kind of overdid a lot of scenes than the other ones, but yeah, it was all right.
I'll see it at some point. I think I didn't have any like rush to go see or anything like that, but that's what I say. There's that, like Maddie, Morbius got delayed, so you're not gonna miss Morbius. So you got that going. But yeah, I don't know what else is. I gotta check what else is even coming out the next little bit.
Yeah, it hasn't been bad. Literally just kind of Scream right now that I missed out on that I would have went to, but yeah, I mean Morbius didn't hurt me that much that I got delayed, but
oh man, The King's Daughter is officially out today.
Pierce Brosnan.
That's a Pierce Bronson mermaid movie.
The wig.
Man, that trailer looked brutal, man. I watched the trailer.
I haven't even seen the trailer. Yeah, Kyle, you should pull up the King's Daughter and look at the poster. Man, does it look good?
He grew out his hair for this role.
Yeah, don't take Travis's word for anything about what a good movie is.
Oh yeah, what is that supposed to mean? Huh?
Yeah, after Halloween, after that piece of crap you made me watch.
What Halloween?
Hereditary.
my
Still holding it against you. Yeah.
I
What?
wasn't the only one. Yeah, it's one of
Jesus.
Kirkland's
You
favorite.
shitting
blame
on
Kirkland
Hereditary
more
right
than
now?
me.
It's the worst. It's not even a horror movie. Okay.
Oh my
One-
gosh.
What was
okay.
scary
It's a
about that?
masterpiece.
There was one
Exactly.
wee
Preach
tiny
it, April.
attempt at a jump scare. That was pathetic.
It's like
That's
a
the
slow
worst horror
burn.
film I've ever seen. Slow burn. There was no burn.
Oh,
Yeah,
there was
the
At
husband.
the
Oh,
end,
no.
the husband burned.
No.
Yeah, but let's at least hear that though. What were your thoughts for like the last 20 minutes? Like
It was a waste of time.
Even
Yeah.
the car scene, like that was just
The
that blew my
decent part,
mind.
the only good part was when the wee girl got her head cut off. I was like, sweet.
See, I love like one of my favorite things. Like I love all the psychological stuff. I will say because I think Kirkland and Dylan liked it more than me, and April for sure. Because I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but I do really like it. I think there's like some you could cut. Apparently, Carl just says you could cut the whole movie, but the whole third act, I love like those moments when Toni Collette is like hidden in a wall and you like they don't use any CG, but she's just like pressed and you can't see her, and
Yeah.
she'll just run out screaming at the sun. Oh my god!
So
like,
stupid.
what? It's scary.
So
if your mom was
scary.
running after
That
you
was
like
not
that,
scary. That was
Yeah,
not
it
like,
is.
no chance was that scary. No
100%. If your mom was running after like that, what would you do? You know?
It's decorative.
yeah,
I think 'cause I've-
elderly people in the dark, like it's always fucking always horrifying. I don't know why. It's just like
Scream at your grandma when you see her.
especially if
You're
it's
still
someone you
Ivory
know.
Coast.
Yeah, it's worse if it's someone you know too. I don't know why. Like,
Maddie saw Nicole Kidman's The Others, and that fucked him up for life. Like,
Well,
I
in
am your
fairness,
daughter.
the scariest moment I've ever had was still the last time, and after 9 when Clay just disappeared.
oh my god, that's so good.
And that's
yeah.
been the freakiest. That image is still there in my head.
He
It
didn't
scared me
disappear,
more
he was
than Hereditary.
flashing. He was fucking flashing in the background. It was so good.
You just see
Climbing
the
on the
flicker in the
walls.
background, some dust.
Yeah, he almost looked like the old people too from what's that M Night The Visit. That's what he was like too, where he would just like scurry about and stuff like that. Yeah, that's when you had to be. Have you ever seen The Visit, Carl?
No, I've been meaning to watch it actually, so I keep forgetting about it.
'Cause I
Was it
feel like
good?
That's a watch.
Well, that doesn't mean anything now. I tell you it's good, and you're gonna say, "Oh,
I
it's
know.
probably
Well,
shite."
in fairness, but Hereditary, I've heard from a lot of people say, "Oh, it's really good." So maybe I had built it up to be something, but it was nothing.
Well,
Don't
you just
watch
got bad
Midsommar
taste.
then. If you didn't like that, don't watch Midsommar.
That's a whole nother experience.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think you could
Also
like Midsommar
amazing.
more.
Yeah.
Taylor, you like Midsommar more, right?
No.
No, he
Hereditary,
didn't
I
like
more.
Midsommar. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
You got
I
his
just-
A24 rankings like 2 nights ago and you already forgot. Come on now.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no,
I
I
mean-
thought he did it in the reverse order. Remember? So I'm still.
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up
that's
on
right.
it. Yeah.
But if you didn't find that scary, I mean, I don't think you would find Midsommar very scary either. I feel
See,
like.
I have been put off with horror movies for a long time now.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I've just, because I grew up on them, maybe I'm just hard to scare, but
yeah.
Oh, big man, but you can't scare
I
me.
know.
Oh.
Big, you
On
can't
it.
scare me,
Complete
Jamie
opposite
Lee.
of you,
Yeah, that-
Carl.
What would it take? What's the last like scary?
You know what?
movie
April has been watching the show that I watch, and the name has just went out of my head. And it was scarier than that whole movie.
The show
Evil?
with Luke Cage, right?
Evil, yeah.
Mm.
And it has some there's a part, see the episode where the wee kid tries to kill his sister or the little baby. Oh, it still haunts me. Great
That
TV
sounds
show.
fucked up.
Oh, it's so good.
It is.
You would like it. I think you would really like it.
April, I can't remember what it's called, but on Netflix, have you watched that James Wan? It's like Project something or Alpha. Yeah.
Archive 81.
Is that worth the time?
I really enjoyed it.
Is it like his kind of Conjuring stuff, or like what would you compare it to, like as a horror movie? Because I want to watch, I just don't know when I'm going to, but I've added to the list because I didn't know about till last week, and someone recommends like,
When did
oh,
it come
that's
out?
interesting.
Because it's
Just
on the
last week.
top
Friday.
10. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Friday,
figured it was
yeah.
pretty recent.
Yeah,
It's a
I watched
movie?
it Saturday.
It's on the
Ah.
list.
It's a
Never said
series
Cobra
that James
Kai.
Wan's producing.
Yeah, series.
I'd say it's a lot quieter than James Wan's normal stuff. It's
Mhm.
definitely not like Malignant, which is the opposite end of the spectrum.
Oh,
but,
that is a special movie right there.
8 hours of Malignant.
But, yeah, it's more like a creepy, like quiet, slow horror. Than,
okay.
Mm.
Is that
Yeah.
what like Haunting Hill House is like? It's like I heard it's quiet and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a slow burn too.
That's a
But
slow burn.
Haunting Hill House, Bly Manor, and Midnight Mass that's still like, if Midnight Mass would count as like a movie, that would be my favorite movie of the year. It doesn't because it's like 7-8 hours, but that is still just like such a piece of work right there. And now like the next movies or next series doing about it's Edgar Allan Poe story. Like Mark Hamill's gonna be in it. Like it's gonna be really good. Like everything that guy touches. Like also he did Doctor Sleep, and Doctor Sleep was phenomenal. So yeah. Taylor's like the only person I've met that's like, oh yeah, Haunting's fine. It's fine. You know.
I don't even know if I've watched the.
I
Haunting of
haven't
Hill
finished
House.
Haunting either.
I thought you said it was
good,
just too
it's
slow
probably
for
soon.
you.
Maybe I did say that.
You said I'm not smart enough to understand this, Travis.
I remember
Definitely
it saying
okay.
that.
I'm
I said
too
it's okay.
intelligent for the show, is what I said.
And then I plugged in your VHS of Transformers and said, "Here you go, son." And Michael Bay, Optimus.
Season 1 was great. I didn't see season 2 though of Haunting.
I thought you meant of Transformers. I'm like, okay, I guess, yeah, yeah. Season 2, Bly. It's like that one's even more slower. But for me, like it's weird to say this because they do set you up for it. But it is almost more like a romantic horror, which is good. Like, did you ever watch Crimson Peak?
No.
Guillermo del Toro's movie. Okay, yeah, it's very like gothic. Like it is more like it's a ghost story. That's the best way like they describe it as that. But it's not like a ghost story where it's like you're gonna get really scared. It's one of these where at first you think, oh, there's no ghosts, but then maybe Carl wouldn't because he's not human. But by the end, you're bawling. You're like, oh my god, this story. Like these people love each other. And look at these sacrifices they have to make. It's like, and then Midnight Mass is kind of like all that put into one. Like you got drama, you got romance, you got love story, you got the scary stuff. Like Midnight Mass, like it's something to behold. I actually haven't rewatched it yet, but I want to. And I'm sorry, Carl's mad every time I talk about something that's not Cobra Kai. But here's the thing, Carl. I know he said we watch it. At some point we will. But the fact that they just keep pumping out so much content, they're pumping out more content than we are. It's so tough to catch up now.
And
it's
they're
like,
killing it. They are killing it.
I know.
The last season, oh my word. I laugh, I cry, I laugh. Great, best TV show ever made. It's
But then then I sometimes feel guilty when I binge a whole season of Euphoria and I'm not watching Cobra Kai. But it's just like,
You finished it.
I did. I'm all caught up. I'm ready to go. Are you caught up, Maddie?
I haven't started season 2. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Have you started it?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a couple 2 a.m.ers of just like staying up and like because like Euphoria is literally just. It's a soap opera teen drama, but rated R and like gritty and stuff like that. Yeah. And because one of the things because I'd heard that early on with the first season, like, oh, it scares parents. Where it's not realistic is like, okay, some of this stuff happens in real life, but what it is like they looked at every bad story that's ever happened in high schooler. And they're like, let's make all these stories happen to every single character at the exact same time. Yeah. And that's where it's like, this is not realistic at all. But it's such a
Cheery girl from Spider-Man. Oh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I guess she's like the only star in there, really. So Taylor, you could have just walked away.
Oh well,
grab some booze.
Oh yeah, what do you get?
He's gonna like put water in his cup. I'm drinking, Taylor.
Oh man.
I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'll hold it to the camera when I come back.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just one of those shows.
They don't sponsor yet.
It's not yet. It's just one of those shows like you get hooked and you want to know. And now I hate that I'm on the weekly cycle because
that's that's what's like made me hesitant to start it because I think the first season I forget actually. I think I actually did watch it weekly, but I'm gonna start it eventually for sure.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. And now what'd you say, Carl?
I'm gonna look until I brought it up, so I'll watch it. Give it a go.
I guess because I haven't fully figured out Carl's taste yet, and that's why I don't know where Euphoria would go into.
My taste is like my music. I love everything from the 50s to hardcore heavy metal. If you listen to my run playlist, it's just all over the place.
But do you like country music?
I love country music as well.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like horror has to be like your one music you don't like because you say you like horror.
I love horror.
Do you?
But it's just it's really hard. It has to be good horror, and I do.
Have you seen The Greasy Strangler?
Oh, fuck The Greasy Strangler. That sounds like a movie Carl would like, though. The Greasy Strangler.
Have you seen it, Travis?
Of course, I've seen The Greasy Strangler.
Sounds like a dirty movie. What is
it's from Elijah Wood's production company. Yes. I forget the name of it, but
April, you've seen The Greasy Strangler, right?
It's on my list, though.
Oh wow, okay.
Interesting.
It's a weird movie. I guess I watched it just because I saw the trailer and I was like, "What is this?" And it was one of the, for me, I felt offended at the end of it. Of like, not because the content, just because like, man, I sat through this and I watched it. I would not recommend that one, except to Carl. Carl might actually like it and get a giggle out of it or something. But it's just like, because it's immature and it's inappropriate. So it's
There's-
exactly like Carl.
There's a really cheesy one. I don't think anybody else has ever seen it. It's called Psycho Gorman. Has anybody seen it?
No.
Oh, that's great. It's if you're wanting a good fun laugh along, watch along, get that one up. You'll love it. It's just like a pure. It just takes the piss out of all the old 80s horror movies. But it's also really well done the way it's made. Like they use practical effects and stuff. It's a good wee film.
You should at some point drop the name people that see it in the Discord because I will forget it if it's not in the Discord.
Oh, watch the trailer. If you get a chance, watch the trailer, and you'll want to watch it.
Has anyone seen the trailer of the new A24 movie? It's called X.
Yeah.
Anyone seen that?
No.
Saw that? Looks wild.
Very excited.
X or Hex?
X, like the letter X. Go check out that trailer later. Like it looks pretty wild. Yeah.
No,
I can't wait. I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I'll probably. Oh wow, no, I'll probably watch it at some point. The only A24 one that I'm still mad that I haven't watched from last year is Lamb. I still gotta get that.
Yeah.
I see it keep popping up. Kyle, did you just shake your head like you're gonna be watching Lamb? Because that's a fucking lie. There's no way you're. There's no way you're watching Lamb.
Absolutely no way I'm watching any horror movie.
Well, I feel like you could get through this, like, because April, you've seen Lamb, right? So
Is
Kyle
that
has
where
like
the person turns into a sheep?
No, this is the one where Naomi Rapace has had a child, and her child's body is completely a human, and the head is a lamb. And what I wanted to say though, April, is like, because Kyle hates scary movies, hate being scared. Like, where's on that spectrum of like, I know it's like horror-ish, but isn't it a spectrum where you like, is there any moments you would get scared?
Maybe a couple places. It's pretty tame in terms of horror. It's more of like a fantasy horror, I'd say. It's more
Okay.
fantastical than scary.
You sold yet, Kyle?
No.
You made it through one of the It's, I think right? We got through that.
Oh,
And,
it's not scary.
Did
And
we? I don't think so.
oh, maybe you never did. At one point, we were gonna have you and Kirklin watch it
Because I hate clowns.
Oh yeah. Kyle hated when we did when the whole like clown invasion was going on at the time. You guys remember that? Yeah. And I as at one point was going to dress up and show up to your place when you lived in Joe Rich in the Mountains as a clown, but I never had the time because I had a child and I was like, I probably can't do that. But that's how I want to go out, is Kyle running me over as I'm trying to scare him as a clown and stuff like that.
Have
Mr.
you ever
Field.
done anything that is yourself when you're doing it? It's really creepy.
Well,
As a
100%.
prank.
Probably like Taylor told the story on the trial, but definitely when I was posing as a fake fan of Taylor, because just for the meme of it all, and that was a good time. No, I did nothing creepy.
It was at a part of my life when there were actual possible contenders that it could.
That's true. I
Oh,
can't
that's so
remember
funny,
what
Taylor.
I can't remember what spawned it and everything like that, but man, it was good. And I remember my best cover was that we were hanging out and I had Kyle do it from the account once, and then I was like,
brutal.
okay, I'm set now. Yeah.
Kyle, did you know fear of clowns is called coulrophobia?
I did not know that.
COUL rophobia. Yeah, there you go.
Start putting that on your resume.
Mm.
What drink did you get, Taylor? I'm curious.
Yeah. What's the verdict, man?
Yeah.
What else?
Okanagan.
Black cherry
I was gonna
cider.
say-
Oh
Damn.
man,
Cherry.
one of these
Represent.
I'll be like out cold. Not maybe the good way, maybe the bad way. We'll see.
Not like the vodka stream, please. Don't get to that level.
No,
I haven't
hopefully
seen
not.
the focus stream. Were
What
they
did you
properly
do?
hammered?
Madison made me a screwdriver that was a lot more screw than the driver. So
Man,
Hey,
that's
hey, you were wise.
honestly that night is probably the most I drank. Like I haven't drank that much since then. Probably drank more before then. Like my sister's wedding, I got a little crazy. But yeah, no, I've especially in my old age now.
Oh yeah,
I
that
can't go
whole
that
that
hard.
whole age of 24 or something.
Again, I had
24 or
told them
something.
before. I was like, okay, yeah, the vlogger stream, you're supposed to drink. Like, I'm not drinking, but I didn't expect them to go as hard as they did. You know, I was surprised.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
They didn't tell me like when to drink or not. So I'm in the hall like the before the meeting, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little nervous. Let's get some to take the edge off.
It's
And
a
then
it's a long.
The next
few sips.
afternoon, we should all take shots every time Travis talks about himself, and we'll be hammered.
It's before the show even starts, man.
That's my life.
Looks
Carl.
down. Oh, tick off.
I think I've talked about my. Okay, does my talking about my life count, or just I have to talk about me? Because I feel like I talk about my dog, and that's about it. That's all. You know. Whatever, Carl. Whatever. I thought in the new year things would be different. No, not at all. He's always here to throw stuff around and stuff. You know what? Return my Facebook messages.
Until the rightful ruler is at the top of GeekVerse, I will not rest.
Well, Jessica's not coming back anytime soon, so.
I know. I keep telling her, hurry up.
Taylor Field putting his hand up.
Maddie, that terminology for the donut. Did you see the video I recorded for you?
No, why you didn't send it? Did you?
I dropped it in the Discord. Yeah, I checked. I
No
went
way.
to the drive-through, and I did it. I will tag you in it.
This
How
was
do you pronounce it?
I don't even remember what the word is, to be honest.
this was a point of contention for Taylor because a day later he went, Maddie didn't even appreciate the video I
Oh
sent.
my
He said, like,
God.
Maddie didn't even see it or something.
Dude, I promise I didn't see it. I swear. You should have sent it to me like private, man, like DM straight. I did not see it. I swear.
Yeah, the Discord always goes from like being very quiet to like boom, boom, boom. Like it's like you can tell when people are either bored or like have a lunch break, and then you can tell the days when it's just like
That's so far back. How did you find that, Taylor?
I had to hide from Discord just because of the Venom movie and stuff, so I was hiding away.
The
And
new
now it's
Venom
just took
movie
off. Yeah, well,
in October.
yeah, because you were all talking about it, and we were like 3 weeks behind here for once.
No,
Okay,
you
that
were
brings you
fine.
into
So I
November.
didn't want any spoilers, so I was hiding away from S Bubs because he ruins everything for me. F you, S Bubs. I know you were friends, but you know too much shit.
He does.
You need to
know
get
too
it.
much
You need to
shit.
get.
No,
More
but Carl, that's not
girlfriends or
true.
something.
Carl, that's not true because you wrote in the chat when you watched No Way Home before.
I know,
any of
but I
us
did that on purpose because I was. Just,
to rub it in. You're like, fuck yeah.
Next time he comes in his band.
So yeah, Taylor, please send that. to
actually,
me.
I
did
have a
not see
question
it,
for
please.
Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
You never told us the story about what happened with the game.
With the what now?
Remember the game you went to pick up? You started telling you were going to finish the story, but I never heard what actually happened.
The
in end.
Aliens Fireteam game?
Could have been. It was the one you went back and forth.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that game.
Oh, I haven't.
I'll give you
Yeah,
the
go
rundown, the quick rundown. Oh shit, yeah. So I never pre-ordered a game before online. I thought, okay, EB Games, like I'll do it. I can like, I was earning revenue into my PayPal, so I won't even have to pay $1 for this out of my own pocket because I'm using my own revenue I earned. So I just paid with PayPal. I thought this is great, and it didn't. It released, and I thought, okay, maybe EB Games will ship the game a few days before it's released so it lands at my place on the day of. So that wasn't the case. I waited 3 days, and then I'm at work, and the guy comes around at 12 o'clock, and he puts a little thing on my door handle saying, hey, we missed you, pick up at the Pure Later station. I'm like, okay. So this is 3 days later. I take my little paper slip, and it's got the address on there, and I go to the address, and the the windows are all boarded up. It said closed. I'm like, well, this is not good. So I took the I Googled like, where's Pure Later gone? And it took me around in behind into this other complex. And there's a whole whackload of people parked outside. I'm walking around like, what's going on? They're like, hey, we're trying to find Pure Later. We don't know where to go. I'm like, okay, this isn't good. And this guy shows up and is like, oh yeah, Pure Later's doing renovations. I'm like, okay, this isn't good. And I'm pretty sure like I left, and I was like, because the sign that they were supposed to be in this new building said they were closed. So I left, and I came back the next day. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it this time. And they there was someone there, but the Pure Later sign, everything was now gone out of the windows. And the guy's like, oh yeah, they moved back. I'm like, well, this is such bullshit. So I went back to their original location. It's still boarded up, and there was the freaking game. I finally got it, and it was just aggravating. I just wanted to play my goddamn aliens. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. Yeah.
such a Taylor story.
Taylor,
So
sorry,
you
Taylor,
played it? Is it good?
the pronunciation. I listened to the video. Spot on, man. You nailed it.
Did I really? Oh, yeah.
And they understood, like you said that, and they understood.
Not a
like,
friggin' clue.
Okay.
They were like, what?
what's it called? Like, what's it called? Like, what would you call it there?
Honey.
Croissant.
No, not that.
Oh, that
no,
one.
what are you talking about? Jesus.
Fucking yank.
A honey cruller or a tractor
Honey
wheel.
cooler. Okay.
I always call it
Tractor wheel
monster
sounds
truck wheel.
dirty.
I've never heard
tractor
of
wheel.
a tractor wheel
Okay,
before.
Kirkland, what are you, 5? I'll take the monster truck.
I don't
wheel,
call
and
it
the dude-
anymore. Okay.
The dude's like, "Are you a
changed
fucking
after this
5-year-old
year."
driving? What do you want?" You know.
No, doesn't beat honey dip. That's the way to go.
Taylor, that Pearlier story reminds me of that video that I shared. I shared on Twitter. Was the one where the guy went to
That's
his
so
favorite
good.
Korean? What was it? Korean restaurant, Jamaican
Did you-
restaurant?
Yeah, Caribbean restaurant.
Go
Did
ahead.
you hear the follow-up story?
No.
So they actually like gave him like a. Let me find it. My sister.
So I'll tell
retweeted
the
it.
story because the
Yeah.
audio listeners don't know. So
Yeah.
what happens was it's a massive web storm, and you said, "What was it, Kyle? What restaurant was it?"
It's
It's
like
a
a
Jamaican-
Caribbean
Oh, yeah, that
Jamaican
video.
store.
Yeah, so it's like his favorite restaurant. It's a storm. The snow's like up to his like almost knees and everything. He even has like his hand over his hood. Like he is like looking like Han Solo in Empire Strikes Back, like trying to get to Luke, and then he looks up and he sees the sign closed. He just falls to his knees. And like I said, the best way I could describe it is like Anakin when he killed Mace. He's like, "What have I done?" Like, and the fact that he fell to his knees and he was there for like 30 seconds, just like almost hoping there was a sign and he switched. Like, no, we're open. Like, oh my god!
I have a better one, Travis. It's Vader in Episode 3 when he falls to his knee. I was just missing the
No.
Yeah. Like that
It
is.
essentially was that. No, so that was a Toronto restaurant, and they actually reached out and like offered him a free meal for that
No
viral
way.
incident. So
Wow.
there you go. He got his meal, just not in that moment.
A free
Looked like
meal.
he was
come
on
on.
someone's
Free
front,
meal is
like,
worth
front
it every
porch.
time.
It looked like a restaurant.
A free meal is worth it, but he should got a little bit more. You know, he went through, but he. I think this did at least teach him a lesson.
Why does he
that
get more? Like you should have
commitment? That's how much he loves the place.
Should have
but
googled it.
I was gonna say
See if it's
he's
open.
never not gonna call again. Like he's always gonna call to make sure restaurant is
Yeah.
open. There's
The
two
only
things.
reason I do my job is for the free meals.
The free meals.
Free meals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get paid in free meals.
Yeah, I do. I would take it every time.
I had the same thing when I used to landscape restaurant. They had a pub in there. I got my lunch paid for every day, and
That's nice.
It was a good gig. It was.
I
it was really
remember
nice.
way back. This is an old story, but my uncle, one of his like, it might have been Burger King or something, Wendy's, and he could pay for his meals and his lunches like through his paycheck. And he was eating so much that one of his paychecks, they literally just gave him like a dime. Like that was all he had earned because he just ate his entire paycheck.
Oh
Amen.
my
Amen,
God.
Many
bro.
moons ago
Amen.
that story was.
He was
But yeah,
evicted the next week.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he had a dime for his rent.
that'd be
like,
so disappointing. You know, it was probably like a part-time job or something, but
Yeah.
still, yeah.
Where's your money this month? Oh, I ate it all the way.
It's right here.
Yeah. Espos, he's in the YouTube chat. He said, anytime Boba Fett is mentioned, a war begins. This week it definitely did. Like they're both friendly enough. They both meant well. But man, when Clay and Dylan were like shooters in the West, like calling each other out, like, well, what do you mean? You should just stop watching it, Travis. Why should he stop watching it? You don't want people to give negative. It's like, oh my goodness, especially
spicy.
because Rapatika doesn't always drop into the chat, and then when he did, it was just like he like a portal opened, like in Spider-Man No Way Home. He just came in and
He was looking for fights.
he just walked to his favorite restaurant, it was closed, so he was pissed, you know. So
Went straight to the Discord looking for fights.
and Espos also says the Fallen Kingdom story. Espos, we may talk about that. Remind me next time if we do, because we have some thoughts to talk about now. But the Fallen Kingdom, I guess it's just because we've talked about it before, but it's just that
No one
It
knows
was,
what really happened, and it was just such a
I know what happened.
embarrassment on my part. I let my emotions get the better of me, like Anakin.
It was mine too. Okay, so because Kyle
You're
was here
both
for
to
this.
blame.
We'll tell. Kirkland's just mad he was on the review. So Kyle was there.
No, I'm mad that I went out of my way to watch this fucking movie to do the review, and the movie was terrible, and I hated it. And then I'm like, well, at least I'll be able to just talk about it. No, canceled.
Yeah,
Fucking
well-
waste of time.
Well, I think so. Here's the thing. Maybe I'll have to cut this out as like the day GeekVerse almost ended and stuff like that. So we go see Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and it's opening night. It's a packed theater.
Oh my
And
god,
we-
yes, you're telling the story. Finally. Let's go.
Okay, let me do. So we go to see it. It's a packed night, and we saw early. We saw it as early because I can't remember what it was, but for some reason Taylor talked us into seeing the 3D one, and we all were pissed about that because we were at the point where like
3D's awful.
all of us and our significant others were always like, I don't want to do 3D, but like, okay, we'll do 3D so we can see it early and review and everything like that. Now, this is where I try to tone it down now because I try to be more considerate of feels. I was not enjoying this movie. So Taylor is absolutely loving the movie, having the time of his life. I am in the theater, like, laughing my fucking ass off at everything happening. And, like, I wasn't trying to be obnoxious, but I was just like, oh my God. And there's this moment in the movie at one point when, like, you remember James Cromwell? He's in the bed and he's like the guy that has last for Jurassic World, and then his nephew literally takes a pillow and goes like put over his head. The theater was dead silent, and I burst out loud. Like it was loud. So I was being obnoxious. But then when that movie ended, I'm like, this is like the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. Now I did not know Taylor really enjoyed everything like that, but I was just going way too down. And to the point where I thought, okay, I was like the worst blockbuster ever. I was being very hyperbolic, and then Taylor's like, well, if we're just gonna be talking shit on the review, like I really enjoyed the movie and I don't think I need to be there. And I was like, no, that's bullshit. Like we went to go see this 3D version because we got to see it early. You're gonna be there. He's like, no, I just think I'm not gonna show up. I'm like, well, if you're not showing up, I'm not showing up. And then we put out, and it was so funny because we didn't even think it was that big of a review. We put out a post of no Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom review this weekend, and all these people were like, where's the review? You said you're reviewing it. And this was like early on in Twitter when we didn't have like that many followers. So it's like people were coming out of the woodwork like, why aren't you guys reviewing Fallen Kingdom? So me and Taylor talked over like, okay, well, me in the middle, we finally did it. But Kirklin and Dylan were both out of town.
Oh my god.
So we did the review after me and him had argued about it just together. And yeah, we did
I
it.
feel like
but
that's meant to be, though. Like the way it played out. Just
oh
the
yeah,
two of you at
we
the end.
figured it out eventually, but it was heated there for a bit because I
I
was
just
pissed.
did it in the first place.
sorry.
Because I could have been on it. I actually had purpose for watching this movie that I absolutely despise.
So like a lot of that's all pretty accurate on my half of the story. I mean, it's true. Like Fallen Kingdom had moments where I was brought to tears. Like there was some.
And
I'm sorry. When that Brachiosaurus was burning on the island, I cried. It was so sad.
I wasn't laughing during
Oh,
that.
that
but
was bad.
That's
great.
debatable.
I'm with you,
debatable.
Taylor. I
But,
got your back there.
No, I was.
But,
That
like,
was a great moment.
We don't know if Pompey's off that island yet or not.
That's true. That's true. The one
I
moment
think I was
that,
laughing at that moment.
The one moment that I was, again, like dead silent, like you said, Travis, was when the pillow scene was coming, and all I could hear was Travis burst out laughing. And like Jurassic Park that's like the earliest movie I can remember of my life, like ever engaging in. It's such a sentimental spot. And I leaned forward and like looked at him in my seat. And I looked at Madison like I was getting agitated, and then at the end, like he was doing his shots and just whatever, and I freaked.
Yeah, I wasn't doing shots. I
freaked
was taking
because
shots.
he said something about this dinosaur breaking the wall, and I yelled. I was like, it was a Pachycephalosaurus. Like, I got so mad at him, and people like I screamed because the music was so loud, and people were looking at me in the theater.
It was during the credits.
It's during the credits. Oh, man.
People are just sitting around waiting for an end credit, hopefully.
At that point, the lights are open too, so you guys are out of
Oh yeah, like I will never forget it. Like I was like, "It's a Pachycephalosaurus!" Boom.
Yeah, I remember the boom.
Oh,
Because I was
man.
like, you idiot! Like, I don't care. Like, I just don't like this movie. And I
Emily
remember
was
looking-
startled. Like Emily was like, "What the hell's going on right now?"
Because I think I remember. I think I remember
World.
looking around and realizing, oh man, everyone's really embarrassed to be around us. Right now.
We're the GeekVerse.
Turn into our show.
Turn
and
to our
everything.
review. That'll never happen.
Oh,
Fuck. So is this why he's never win the Kelowna's best podcast?
Well, no, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
This is
Bad
bad.
press.
They
Bad
saw
press.
us like we're
Scarred
not
for
voting for
life.
those people and
Jeez.
everything like that.
Them assholes always shouting in the back of the cinema.
yeah.
But
You know,
no, it was good in the long run because it did bring me to like as much as I always hate a movie, it brought me to okay, there are people gonna enjoy it, and I still gotta talk in a way of like okay, from a different perspective, I can't just rail on a movie because there are people that really enjoy it, so I gotta be more tact about it. And then
And
Taylor learned that
same
you
for
know
me.
you still gotta be on the review. I think because what also really scarred him was when we did Rogue One review, we weren't
Oh,
as
it's
bad
still
as that.
scarred. Oh.
That was scarred because Taylor like loved it and he thought we all loved it as well. We didn't hate it, but like we all had lots of problems with it. I remember Taylor the whole review just looked shell shocked.
Rogue One was better than those last 3 Star Wars movies.
No, no.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was.
No,
yes, it
no,
was.
no way.
Those
I hate to
last
agree with
3
Carl.
Star Wars. were
It's got
pretty
nothing
shit.
on for. Yeah, okay. So the
Oh,
last 3
come
Star
on.
Wars. So Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, and Solo. I'll give you those ones. Not Force Awakens.
No.
though.
Yeah,
Force Awakens is the
what
bee's
do you mean?
knees.
The bullshit.
The
It
better
was
cover song.
No chance. It was just a remake of the original one.
No, it's a
And
cover
all
song.
of
There's
that.
so much differences. It's called Echoes.
Barely,
it's
barely.
It's called history repeating itself. Darth Vader's a
Yeah.
shit villain compared to Kylo Ren. All right, so let's 100%.
I don't care about Star Wars, so I just
You're just.
I'm not a big
I'm not.
big geek, but like I preferred I'll watch Rogue One over the rest.
But and no, I remember Taylor the whole time. He looked like the Walter White gif when someone gets killed and he falls to his knees and he's just shook. That was Rogue One because we were just not.
It blew my
loving it.
mind. Like again, the movie was great, but that hallway seemed like I was gasping for air in the theater. I was like, everyone in this theater is all with me. Like, it's got to be great. Got to the review, and I was like, can we talk about this? And we went live, and they're like, yeah, I didn't like it, and I was rocked.
Oh yeah, but
It's-
yeah, no.
yeah.
no. That was-
Just
Sorry,
on- Sorry, what were you gonna say?
go.
Just on the note of, love-hate relationship, seeing movies with the geek first. There's so many instances I can name when I'm like, kind of like what Taylor just laid out. It's like, oh, I'm actually digging this scene, and then I have fucking loudmouth beside me, just absolutely shitting on this moment, and like they might just be laughing out loud. Specifically, one.
Hey,
I'm gonna
don't
call out
describe
Dylan
Dylan
Musk
like
here.
that.
I am gonna call Dylan out right here. Rise of Skywalker, or what did it even
That was
called?
your mistake to see Rise Skywalker
Yeah,
with
Rise
him because he was
Skywalker.
already not into
He
Star
had
Wars.
Briggs with him
so-
too, right?
Yeah, that
and
was you.
the-
made
I
a
the
bought my
dog's
mistake.
just a
seats, and then he
grumpy- he's a
bought
grumpy
his
man.
seats separately, just beside me. Okay, he's gonna be nice and cordial. One of the most touching and emotional moments in the entire movie is when you think Chewbacca dies. Ray is just selling the scene. I'm like basically on the borderline tears, and I just had like everyone is feeling that. I feel like in the theater, and Dylan Musk beside me is laughing out loud, like And when you find out that he's actually alive, he was like, he was
Upset.
audibly upset. He's like, oh, I just had to kill him, Chewbacca. Like, God damn it! I was doing what Taylor was doing. I'm like looking over, like, shut the fuck up, Dylan. Almost gonna call like the theater manager on him. My gosh.
And now we
Pull
don't
me
see
out of the moment.
and now we don't see movies together anymore. Maybe that's better for our relationship.
It is for the best.
The other one that I didn't even understand why Taylor and Kirklin got so mad at us, but me and Dylan, when we watched Tomb Raider, the newest one, and her dad pops up and he has like a big like wig and everything like that. Me and Dylan could not stop laughing.
You were
and it wasn't
fucking
a great-
obnoxious.
It was
okay?
way over the
What do you mean you
top.
don't understand why we were
Because
upset
it wasn't
with
that
you?
good of a movie, and it was just like, who cares if we're laughing at this movie? But it was
Because we're
that
not
wig.
shut the fuck up. It was like 15 minutes of
I couldn't control it. Anytime he was on screen, I would just burst out laughing.
Dominic West.
Yeah,
Wanted
I
to
could
save a
not
million.
stop.
Kirkland, you can attack
Man.
Travis for that, but in this case, like you're as bad because when I was watching The Predator in the theater,
Oh my
Travis
God.
was on my side. Travis was silent the whole time. You and Dylan, you were laughing at all the scenes and giggling to yourselves. Oh my
Oh,
god!
it's so true. Oh, it's so true. I'm totally in the wrong there. Okay, Travis.
It's never happened.
Sorry.
What?
What were you gonna say? I got.
Oh, I
something
said
else.
it's never happened to Taylor. Taylor just gets the bad experiences because he had he had two ones I remember. Also, we've talked about many times before when we saw Lego Movie. He had the farting kid, and he never recovered from that. There was just a kid
staring
that,
at the mom.
yeah, the mom's just like,
with my shirt pulled over my nose.
Oh my god.
The other time was when we went to go see Jigsaw, and there's someone that was a former employee from Target we used to work with, and he was like on his phone. He kept going. He'd like get up, he'd walk out, he'd sit back down, he'd get back up, and because he was smoking, he'd be like, "It seemed like I don't know why you paid for a ticket." He was gone half the movie smoking, and like Taylor's just stuck.
His
with this
phone
guy.
was open the whole time, just a bright light shining on me. He was like crunching, mouth open, eating food. Oh, it was horrible.
Well, not RYG food, but yeah, the phone now.
Hey Travis, my
yeah.
sister just took a screenshot of this title for this after
Yeah, she
nine,
did.
and she said, "What the fuck is this?"
Yes,
And I
yes,
said,
that-
"I still have no fucking
Yeah.
idea." They
Thank
haven't
you for
explained the
bringing that
story.
up. I was gonna. That was my next question. Is there a
Well,
story
yeah.
behind that?
Let's get
I
into it, and we'll
hope so.
we'll have everyone weigh in on it. So
What's that,
We-
Carl?
Good
didn't
Italian
focus.
beer. Yeah.
Italian.
Peroni.
Is that
Italian
Peroni?
beer.
Cheers,
Oh,
Carl.
so good.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers,
boys.
boys.
Wildcat strong.
just
It
water.
is.
Represent.
Just water.
in
Looking for
April?
my sponsor.
Airballs on the
In April.
Yeah,
O2.
sorry.
Yes.
It's empty. But
That's a fancy
What
little
is-
mug though. It's like a
what-
mason
what
jar.
is it? Yeah,
That's
what is
funky,
it?
it's a skull. Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
I
sick.
didn't think, Kirkland, you think a mason jar has that many ridges? What's wrong with you?
Well,
Mason
the
jar's
the
so
lid.
circular.
Come on, it's like a mason jar lid. Somebody, please
It is.
back me up. Yes, thank you.
No one back him. So anyway, always like it's kind of like this. Where okay, so we're about to stream. Let's say we're about to stream at 8 p.m. We always say 8:15 because our goal is to get because we used to have a rule of okay, we're gonna go live at 8. That never happens. So that's why we always say we're live at 8:15 because people take it as 8. That means we meet at 8. So I just
Have a
stopped. I
shower
was
at
like,
8 o'clock.
Yeah, I just stopped fighting that battle because I always lost. I'm like, we got to start at 8, and we never start at 8. So that's why it's 8:15 nowadays. So lots of times, like we use StreamYard, so you can go in there, you can sit in the room before you go live. So lots of time the cameras are there, everything. We're sitting around waiting, everything like that. So it was me and Kirkland, and he was there, and then Taylor came in, and then Kirkland, or actually no, it was just Kirkland and Taylor, and then Kirkland walked up. Taylor, you want to say what happened, what you witnessed, or what you heard? And
Is this tonight?
No,
Better
this was a
not
few
cancel
days
me,
ago.
Taylor.
A few
Okay,
days ago,
I'm
okay.
still part of this podcast.
It's maybe
No,
question.
we gotta find. We want more profits. We gotta cut you out.
It's maybe question Kirkland's relationship dynamic.
Yeah. So tell the scenario. Tell the conversation.
So obviously, like you don't like to eavesdrop, but when there's a microphone picking up everything, it's just.
Oh,
what do
you love
do?
to use John. Come on.
So
We recorded this.
I can hear Shay vocalizing the fact that it's dark outside and she doesn't want to go to the car alone. And Kirkland just says, "I'm not going with you." I was so taken aback. I was like, Travis, did you hear that? Like,
Oh yeah, that happened. I 100% said that.
give us
For the podcast.
context. Give us context,
Like, guys,
Kirkland.
we're going live. We're going live here in 2 minutes. So,
We would have let you walk your girlfriend out to the dark car if you wanted to, though.
like, there's nothing to fear. Like, it's just like the driveway. She's going outside. She had Marco with him or with her. She's like a nice vicious animal to protect her. And
Nice.
it literally
cover.
was like a gift that was in my car that was not required for the next day. So I'm like, you can just leave it for the evening. I will take it out of my car tomorrow after work. No, she just wants to go get it. Okay, well, I'm going live. So you can go with the dog right now in the darkness. Irrational fear. Nothing's going to
It
grab
was
her.
dark. It was dark. It was the darkest it has been in Kelowna in quite
There's
some years.
lights, but okay, yes, no, I'm not saying I'm innocent here because that's 100% what I said. You know, she's alive. It's all good.
Did she actually go out in the dark?
It worked out.
Did she go out in the dark? Like, what do you mean?
Like, did she
just-
go out and take your word for it, or did she stay?
No,
and
she
get It
did.
the next...
No, she did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she did. She brought the dog. She made it. She made it. It's one of those things. I feel like she has an irrational fear of the dark or like things like that. And I'm just trying to like expose her to more elements. You know, like if you're scared of scary movies,
Don't
don't
be
start with
exposed.
Goosebumps
Jumping
or
out
something
from
like
behind
that.
the closet at her.
She went out there. I wouldn't put on my clown mask.
just standing across the street stoically dressed as Michael Myers. Oh man,
Oh, that's
So
good. Yeah, they did not tell me what that subject was, so all week I've just been waiting why I'm a bad
So
boyfriend.
good.
Where do you lay in on that car? Where do you weigh in as far as does that make Kirkland a bad boyfriend? That his girlfriend, his lady, need him to walk out of the car.
I'm trying to
help
thicken
him
her
get-
skin. I feel like
She's-
that's a good thing.
I think
All
in
right,
2022,
Mr. 1960s.
you know, yeah, I think she should go by herself.
Oh, there we go.
Yes,
Why wouldn't the car?
equal rights and all that, and we're all equal, so she can
That's
get
right.
the car by herself.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, if Kirkland was scared of something, Shay's the nice person that would probably help him out. With that
No,
reverse
she
is,
wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. Not at all.
I
Face
don't
your
know.
fears, Kirkland.
Kyle, where are you on this?
That's what I'm forced to do because
You should have
she
just
doesn't
walked
do
her
it
through
for
the
me.
car.
What's that?
I
Kyle?
would have done it because I've been looking some action that night, but you know, you do you.
Dude, podcast nights. Come on,
Yeah.
priorities.
I'm sure once she hears your silky voice over those airwaves, she's ready.
What did you say, Kyle?
Would have walked her.
Yep. There you
You're such a
Would've
white
done
knight
it.
there, Kyle.
go. A white
Dark
what?
Knight.
A white knight.
April, should he have walked his lady to the car?
Oh yeah, no, you're a bad boyfriend. So.
Oh, there you go.
You guys are just
No,
like
no,
I
actually-
don't live in Gotham, okay?
Different.
Like it's a relatively
matter.
safe environment. It's just
To be
the
a
front
good
lawn.
boyfriend, you should have got it for her.
Yeah, that's true.
The
too.
walker to the
That's
car.
an
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't know
Maddie?
half the things I do for my lady. Okay, you know, you hear about the one bad thing, not even bad thing, the semi-questionable thing.
That's how refuse work.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's how we got so many 1-stars. Maddie, how do you feel about this?
So I think you have to put things into context. So in her position, I'm sure it wasn't very nice, to hear that coming from him. I don't think she was very happy to hear that. But at the same time, if he, if what he said is true, that like they didn't need it right this second and they could have just got it out of the car the next morning, then to me it's like he wasn't being unreasonable either to just say, listen, I could go get it later. It's not a big deal.
Exactly.
But,
Well, why did she
But
in the
no.
last 20 minutes? She waited till
Maddie's
you were
gonna be
about
on my
go
legal
live.
team.
She waited till you went live, and then she's
I'm not saying
to
that.
get this.
Yeah, I'm not, he could have still went, but like if it wasn't something urgent, I mean,
Exactly. If it was like, I don't
and
know.
she ended up going. Like at that point, he kind of left the ball in her court. Like she could have waited, but she end up going.
She did. She brought the
Okay, there you
dog
go.
and she made it. She made it
Scarred
safe
for
and
life,
sound.
though.
Nice. She got back. What did she say when she got back? Did she say anything? Or just,
I don't remember us
and
podcast.
even, there was no follow up
Ignored
after.
her.
She just dropped it. It was just-
See, but now what if you play? Well, first of all, Carl and Maddie, not progressive, definitely in the 1960s, like Kirkland over here. But imagine the scenario where it's like a true crime documentary. That's the moment she goes missing. You would replay that moment over and over for the rest of your
100%.
life.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and it'd be
But
on you.
Life
I
is
know
about
you-
taking risks, right? To Africa for a practicum. I was scared for my life for that because I have just heard it's one of the most dangerous, especially the area that she was going. It's like one of the most dangerous places for like Western travelers. And she was just, yeah, we're going for nursing. I was so against that trip. Luckily, maybe not so luckily, COVID happened, so she was forced to come back after like 2 weeks. But I
Wow,
was able to
Kirkland
sleep.
Yeah.
destroying
It's
her
stressful.
dreams.
It's stressful.
Yeah,
My
luckily, she
lady's
didn't get
in
to
a
go on
foreign
the
land.
dream. Luckily, she didn't get to go on the trip that she wanted. She had to come right back. Yeah, but the difference is maybe in Africa, there's no nighttime. It's
Nighttime, and
it's just
people
daytime all
just
the time.
kidnap you and just chop your hands off. Like that was
Yeah,
what I was
there's
just
no
having night
nighttime.
terrors about. And luckily, she
He
made it home safe and
decided,
sound.
he decided to take a calculated risk by letting her
And release COVID
walk
on the
to her
world.
car.
Yes, he did.
This is like it's such a suburbia type neighborhood too. Like nothing happens here. Come on.
though
Tell
the
it
next.
Tell it does.
Yeah, exactly.
Every horror
yeah.
movie ever.
It's always who you know, right? It's always Ted Bundy was a nice guy until like I'm sure your neighbor like Bill seems really nice, but there's something going on.
Name's
with
Ted.
Bill. Yeah. Oh no, but I was gonna say the next time now she asks you to go outside because it's dark, you're gonna replay this over this conversation in your mind. You're gonna think
Fuck, now I'm
about
gonna
it.
have to. I'm getting shit for the last 15 minutes or so. So yeah, I don't want to hear about it.
We're gonna get so many 1-stars now. Oh, you like misogynist on your podcast?
Misogynist cows.
Yeah. But I'm
Uh.
happy Taylor overheard that because I was quite happy to hear that story, and I was like, oh, we gotta save this for after 9.
I came
because-
back. You two were just giggling like a bunch of schoolgirls. I'm like, what the fuck did I say off air that I did not plan to say?
Oh no, that was good. So I have two things left that because we got about half an hour. So there's one. We'll end with Boba because I want to get Kyle's thoughts and take. And
I want Kyle to get heated.
Oh man, I'm
excited.
done defending Boba. I've done everything I can.
So actually, I will bring this up because I might forget. When you posted your, hang on, I want to read your Disney shill tweet you posted the other day. Because I said facetiously, I even still think the show's fine, but I said you got to find the 10 people that like it. Taylor, like a politician, wrote, calling on all my Star Wars loving family across the world. Drop a like or comment if you genuinely enjoying Boba Fett so far. Let's give our favorite OG Bounty Hunter series some midweek love, and then a bunch of hashtags. All of them make sense except for one, I guess. But he said hashtag Star Wars, okay, hashtag Book of Boba Fett, okay, hashtag Boba Fett, okay, hashtag Disney Plus, and then one was just hashtag Bounty. Not even Bounty.
I couldn't do Hunter. I ran out of words.
He still put it that he's like.
I don't know if you have it, but over here, Bounty's like a kitchen roll. It's like.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I love that you just did that.
He was too committed at that point. He already typed it. He's like, "Fuck this."
So this person, someone says, "I love it so freaking much." I don't count them because their name's Bizarro Fett on
that
Twitter.
Counts.
So clearly, it's some bias. We'll talk about Boba Fett right now because there's into clearly some bias right now. And then even S Bubs give you a half, now that I feel like flashbacks are over, I feel like I'll really like the rest of the show. He says he did say he's really enjoyed it, so we'll give him 2. But you put out that post, you're looking for 10, you didn't get your 10, so you don't.
How many likes did he get?
Let's see here.
-5.
-2.
There's
-2.
5 likes on there.
-2.
I fucking hate Boba. That was all the replies.
Okay, there was part of me that was gonna do that, but then I had flashbacks to Jurassic World and of Rogue One. I was like, no, I won't do it. But no, but I feel because Carl, I know you're not gonna, but Maddie, you've expressed maybe some interest. April, I think I've seen you like something that seems like you expressed interest. So April, how are you feeling on Boba Fett so far?
I really like it.
There you go, Taylor. You got another one.
Well, I think April, you liked the
Yeah,
post,
I
didn't
did.
you? Yeah, there we go.
Oh wow, that's one of the 5.
I'm
So you
on
got
5. Yeah.
yeah. You don't count there. You need 5 more recruits. Maddie, are you another recruit?
Unfortunately not. No, I watched the first 2 episodes. I mean, it was okay. I was kind of just neutral on it. And then I was gonna watch the 3rd one, but the reception, I listened to some reviews, with you guys too, and the reception and just hearing about the episode, it didn't sound very interesting. So I haven't watched it. I haven't watched episode 4 either. I'll probably get to it eventually, but yeah, I just lost a bit of interest, unfortunately.
Carl, because usually you don't care about
Understandably.
Star Wars. Are you keeping up with this series?
I am. I didn't like the first episode. The second one brought me in a bit more. By the end of the 4th, I think I'm in. Yeah, I like it. It's a solid 7.5 for me. Again, it's another program. Thankfully, because it's weekly, you can watch other programs and stuff. So, is it Mandalorian good? No, but yeah, I'm still. It's pulling me in. Like that part with the Raiders, the Tusken Raiders. I really loved that episode. I thought it was. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but it did. It hooked me in. And it had some heart to it. So,
there you go.
Agreed.
Kyle Smith, how you feeling about Boba? Because you hadn't said I didn't even know you were watching this show, and then you hadn't said a peep until episode 3 come up, and you're just like, this was awful. That's what you said. And then did you watch the newest episode? Like, where are you on this right now?
Yeah, I watched the newest episode. That was a lot better. Kind of made more sense of what was happening, more reasoning. I feel like this episode could have just happened a bit earlier. But that makes sense. If that makes sense.
But I think that's the way Mandalorian the first season was. It was very slow build.
Yeah. So I'll give this a whole chance of just it building up, and I think maybe the Speed Racer, like the Power Rangers, as everyone's calling it, took me out of it. But I really enjoyed the flashbacks and the whole Tusken Raiders situation. It's just just at first it seemed this is not the Boba Fett that I know. This is really off. But now it gives more character and more sense, reasoning behind things he's doing. So I'm enjoying it a lot more. I think the last episode really helped. If it wasn't for that, I think I would be struggling really hard.
So the Boba Fett, how long you go back with him? How many years?
How many years? Oh, him and I just used to get drinks all the time back in the day.
Yeah. Then you saw Fallen Kingdom together and it was over. Well, and it was like it is interesting because there's that debate of like, oh, Boba Fett. Because I think me and Kirklin in that camp, like, oh, it's not the Boba Fett we picture. But then I saw, like, I think April, I saw you, like, and I saw some other people like it too. The tweet of like, well, this was Boba Fett, and they show this clip of him like crashing into the ship and rolling into the Sarlacc, and it's like, yeah, we. And I always just used to say to Bugtail that Boba Fett was a dumb character because he lost to a blind Han Solo. But now it's like I should maybe take that into the show. Maybe I'll enjoy it more. That he is just more like a Jack Sparrow type of like he's just a
Or another
bounty
Jack,
hunter.
a simpler one maybe.
Yeah. So that is my favorite is. But
Question
yeah,
for that, like how long was Boba Fett actually in the movie? Was it the second one he was in?
second and third. Or sorry,
Second and third.
fifth and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
well,
wow.
before
Yeah,
Taylor
yeah.
schools me, he was in Attack of the Clones as a little kid, and then he was in 5 and 6. And for those movies, he probably has. Does he even have more than?
Ace was
50
in every
minutes of
movie. He was just underneath a helmet, right?
Yeah. But I feel
I don't remember him at all from the original movies.
at
barely.
all. Really?
Barely, yeah, because I'm not that much of a Star Wars. Gary,
Gary.
he's big into it. He's always had the costume, so he's really into Boba Fett. I'm like, okay, is it not just a side character? I don't get the whole, fuss, but
Charlie Randall says, I got. Here you go, Taylor. I gotta say, I might have to join the recruitment. I've been enjoying it more than the first 4 episodes of Mando. 100%. That's crazy. That's
There we go.
And then S Bubs, this is interesting. He says the Vespa controversy was so blown out of proportion online. Like it's just some paint, dude. It's tough. I don't know if it was blown out of proportion because I think it just stuck out so much. So if you really disliked it, you really, really didn't like it. So, but that's Star Wars, right? But at the same time, to me, I get it. That one I do get. To me, what's blown out of proportion is the Boba Fett with his ship being named Fire Spreader. That's the one where it's like, technically, I think it was Ray from the Flight Class cast, and we've done vodka stream with him. I think he pointed out, he's like, they never actually ever called the ship Slave One in any of the movies, like ever. Like it's never actually was like film canon. So it's like, yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
So
news
when you
to
think
me.
about it that way, it's like it's even more stupid that people are just like losing their mind. Like you rename the show. Well, technically, if you don't read any other canon or buy these like in these movies and shows, this is the name of the ship. So the Vespas that I kind of get the debate. The ship I don't. It's just a name. It literally that doesn't change anything. The Vespas, the Power Rangers in the episode that does change like the vibe of Tatooine, the feel, the story a little bit. But Tayfield.
I'm curious how many minutes do you guys actually think Boba Fett actually was in the original trilogy? Because I got the
you have
number
the
here.
answer?
I got the
Okay, let's say
answer. It's from
The
the
original trilogy.
Okay, Taylor, when you're asking, because you're the question asker, are we going with Price of Right rules? So if someone's over, you're out.
Yeah, Price of Right rules. And this is according to the Under the Helmet thing on Disney Plus that they put out there. So,
All right, Travis, you have to go first.
So
I'm gonna-
episodes 5 and 6.
just to throw out the original
No, no.
trilogy, I believe.
Okay, so I'm trying to think when we saw him. So he has to be on screen. I'm gonna say
7 minutes.
yeah, that's true.
Give me
about being-
$1 bill.
I'm gonna go with 11.
I'm gonna say
4.5.
Or Bob. Fuck, it's
Four.
Bob, isn't it?
Oh,
Not
yeah,
I'm
Bill.
gonna
so many
say
answers
8.
there.
I'm gonna say well we'll remember it. We're not. It's recorded. I'm gonna say 8:53.
8:53.
853 minutes? That's, I don't know about that one.
Kirkland, you said 7.
I think so. I don't know. Don't
I
remember.
went for 11.
11. Carl says
7.
11.
Kyle
4.5.
4.5. April.
You're going for the $1 there, Kyle, you bastard.
7.5.
Maddie
Maddie Segs.
Do 666.
666. Okay. So what is
We
it?
love that
666. 66 is
Yeah.
an actual like.
Oh shit.
That's fine.
666 minutes.
Good catch there. Yeah.
So what would it be then? 650.
6 minutes, 6
Actually,
seconds.
no, wait.
Six
Give me
seconds.
633.
633.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically 666 would just be like what, 7 minutes?
706.
Okay. This is actually crazy. Travis with 8:53. You're over.
Damn it! I thought I had it. Oh.
April was 7:30. You're over.
Jeez Louise.
Kirkland with
What about a
7.
flat 7?
You are over. Sorry, Carl. I should have said Carl. You said 11. You're definitely over. So now we're down to Maddie and Kyle. So
What did Carl?
Kyle, look how creepy he is.
Carl had 11 minutes.
Okay.
Kyle said 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and Manny said 6 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh.
Now, according to this show, the official clocked in time is 6 minutes 32 seconds.
Oh my
So he's
God.
over. He's over. Kyle took it. Wow.
You're over by 1
Wow,
second,
That is
Manny.
crazy. The $1 bet wins. Fuck.
He spoke a
again-
total of 4 lines.
I don't get
Wow.
why everybody
SBUB
loved
says
him so
5.
much for 6 minutes.
It was the look, Carl. It was just like in Star Wars, it was the badass character. It's the
The
same
head
way
nod.
Yeah, like I feel like if they didn't kill him off like a little loser, I feel like Death Dealer and Sung Shi could have been the same thing. Like he's this really cool looking guy, this like war paint mask. Boba Fett was literally just he sounded cool and he looked cool and he was mysterious. And we all want to know like what about this guy. Now I wish we didn't get that question answered, but you know.
It's
Well,
pretty
they gave
crazy
him-
the impact that like he had actually just
Yes.
knowing that it's been like that much runtime, just 6 minutes. And the original trilogy, that's insane. He's got his own show, and it's
Well, no
bad.
wonder I don't remember him. He was only on
In
for
my
6
honest
minutes.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think
Yeah.
the show's turning around. You shouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah, Kirkland, you shouldn't say it's bad. Come on now.
Taylor found the technicality. What is it, Taylor?
Well,
Development.
S-Bub says 5 lines, but I think he's incorrect because the 4 lines, Google says
Oh.
4, and the 4 lines are, as you wish, that's what he says to Vader. What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me. He's no good to me dead, and put Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
No, you forgot another one. Oh! And he falls in the Starlight.
Oh, fuck. There's very few people in this world I would challenge, and S-Bubs is one of them.
He just dropped a full letter grade in the scooper tiers.
Yeah, it's Bubs. Yeah, you gotta let him know if he's telling the truth or whatnot. You know, so
Yeah, Travis, it's funny you said the Death Eater. They literally gave him the same treatment. You know, the badass like villain and lame,
yeah,
quick lame.
that's what
death.
S-Bub says. He said the Soul Sucker was the equivalent to the Starlight Death Pit. S-Bub says I was actually counting the scream. So there you go. It's all debatable what you want to count, but yeah, there's always those cool characters that you just want to see more of, right? Like that right now is Black Chrysanthemum for me. He's that guy. He's the Boba Fett of this show, where it's like I just want to see so much Black Chrysanthemum. I want to see Black Chrysanthemum from when he was a child to all the way like how he got here. Like what? Don't make that face, April.
Travis, yeah.
I want to.
Children, Travis.
I want to see
that
why
the
he's such a
Wookiee?
yeah, it's the Wookiee.
The
Yeah, I
Wookiee.
want to see why he's so messed up and why he's a badass. Like clearly, he probably didn't have a good childhood on Kashyyyk. I want to meet like Mr. Black Chrysanthemum, you know, who was maybe like was not
Well,
nice.
he was
like-
abusive. Yeah, he was
yeah,
not good.
and Chrysanthemum fucked. Like he came back home one day, he's like, "Look at me now," and he just like pulled him out of the BAFTA
Those
tank, pulled
knuckles.
his arm off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, like, do you think a Wookiee can tear a Wookiee's arms off? Or are they too
That's
strong?
like a movable object and like unstoppable force sort of
Right.
debate, right?
It's
That's
a
kind of
push,
interesting.
It's a push. It's
Yeah.
neutral.
Got very deep.
But
yeah,
you guys
I want everything Black Chrysanthemum.
Do you guys anticipate or maybe hope for Black Chrysanthemum to appear in the Obi-Wan show? Because that is my prediction.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Again, we know like Obi-Wan gave him that scar, so
Oh,
and he
no.
that fits into the timeline. The Obi-Wan show
Is
is
that in the
10
new
years.
canon or is that a legend?
That's in the comics. That's in the new canon. So the Obi-Wan show is 10 years
Oh.
after Revenge and 10 years before New Hope. And we know Chrysanthemum fought Obi-Wan 10 years in between that in that same time period as well. So
Taylor, when have they adapted canon live action?
canon into live action?
Yeah, like there's a book or comic book like let's do that exactly on screen.
It's so messy, man. All those fucking comics and canon.
I think they're doing it
They
now.
don't. They don't.
Matty,
do
I
it.
agree. Books are in films.
I don't know if he went that far, but
I agree. Books are in films. If you didn't read the books, the films would be great.
I personally wish they just didn't do the whole like everything's connected. I think
Yeah.
they should have went the Marvel route where it's like, okay, we'll take some inspiration from these things, but the comics and books they can have their own canon, they can have their own storylines. It just, you know, the same
But
thing
it's
as like
not. They say everything's canon. Like even when they said that everything's canon from now on, but like it's like nothing. Not everything adds up in a way, you know. So
yeah, and like stuff like when they brought back Darth Maul and they killed him off. Like it was great for Clone Wars, but I like them doing that live action. But now it's like, and even then, I think you could redo the scene, but they're like, nah, that's happening in Clone Wars. But again, people like that's what Star Wars fans like. They love their canon, right? So to each its own. So anything else on Boba Fett? Gonna episode 5 next week. See what happens. Mando's gonna appear at any second now, I imagine, because they just hinted the crap out of him this episode.
is there 6 episodes? How many is there for the season?
I think it's
Seven.
7.
Seven.
So we got 5 more. Or sorry, 3 more.
What?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
No, that's a lot.
I'm on board.
No.
What's in that
I hope
water?
he hasn't paying these guys because these are getting shortchanged.
So Maddie, I want to ask you because you asked this for a newscast. And this will be your last topic, and I punted after 9 because I thought it was a better topic. And you asked, so I want to get the full-on thing, but you pretty much asked what is our off-topic favorite brand of chips, brand/flavor. So why did you ask this question specifically? And you can start because I'm very curious. And I'm curious once we get to April and Carl, who have like a bit of a different selection. Like us Canadians, like you know what I mean when I say Miss Vicky's are great. You know, like you know what we're putting down, but these two
100%.
they might not. You know,
Overrated.
I heard you, Taylor, smashing those sweet onion the other night.
Yes.
Also caramelized
in a
onion.
cup too. That was pretty savage.
Kirklin, get the hell out of here! You said Miss Vicky's is overrated.
Absolutely, it's overrated.
No, it's
No.
not.
What are you gonna say? It's underrated? No, not at all.
No, it
Everybody's like,
deserves
"Oh,
all the
salt,
praise. It's
salt
like
and
Lord of the
pepper."
Rings.
Oh, I
No,
love my
so
tongue just
good.
fucking bleeding every time
that's
I have
because
a
you
chip.
have a small mouth. That's because you have a small mouth, Kirklin. You
It's
can't
a
handle
small
a chip.
mouth thing. Like,
we
where did this
talked
come
about
from?
that.
It's average size, okay?
It's all hits, no misses for Miss Vicky.
100%.
Kirkland, it's all about the angles. It's all about the angles.
It's
Yeah.
the way.
Taylor, Kyle, you have Miss Vicky's. Kirkland's wrong on this, right? Like the way people say like Lord of the Rings is the greatest trilogy of all time. That's what Miss Vicky's is. It's the greatest chips of all
like
time.
No,
personally,
Kettle Brand's better.
Personally, Kettle is definitely better. Miss Vicky's, even the bag
Thank you.
sizes are kind of cheap changing you a little bit.
No, Kettle's
And
too greasy.
the Miss Vicky's
No.
salt and vinegar are like absolutely horrendous. Like
Thank you,
it turns me
Taylor.
into a
It's overrated,
snail
right?
eating those things. It's
You
disgusting.
don't need to eat the whole fucking bag.
Nobody wants to be a snail.
I have a
Have a
snail as
couple.
well.
Have a couple of them. Take a drink of water.
I can't. Like the water doesn't even help.
Chips.
Okay, so what is your favorite flavor of Miss Vicky's though?
Of mine, well, probably now the sour cream and like caramelized onions. Those are
Yeah,
good.
those are
probably-
good.
those
Or the
probably rank
Dijon.
pretty
The
high, though.
Dijon are definitely good too.
Oh, honey Dijon. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are
That's
fabulous.
good.
I'm sour cream and sweet chili all the way.
I was
That
just
shit-
gonna say the blue bag. Yeah, that's
the blue bag.
I don't
That
think I've
is
had that
the
one.
that you have Kirkland. You haven't had sweet chili sour cream.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh no! Yes, I have those.
Spot
Okay,
on,
yes,
man,
those
yeah.
are better than the one that Taylor pitched.
They're
I agree with
fire.
you too.
Taylor,
I
try
got-
those. If you're having now the sour cream with the onion, try
Okay.
the
Snag 'em. They're
one.
2
You
for
haven't
$7
had
right
it?
now.
I can't believe you guys haven't had sweet. That is one of the most popular Canadian
It's
chip
so
brands.
good,
the
yeah.
sour cream and sweet chili. It's everywhere. The blue bag. You
No, I
haven't
have
it?
had them. I'm agreeing with
No,
you. now.
Taylor, you haven't
Okay.
had it.
You said you
What's wrong with
guys. What's that
What?
plural?
I was talking about Kyle. No.
Oh,
I've
okay.
only lately been
He's an
dabbling.
Aussie. Come on, he's not Canadian.
They had the
Down
two
to
for
citizenship.
two bags for $7 at Save On. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna dabble in this and get into it. But normally I
I
don't
bought
do
2
Vicky's.
bags for $7 this evening. Actually,
What'd you get?
it was okay. It wasn't for me. It was.
Oh,
it
you
was for
bought Miss
Shays
Vicky's
at work.
though.
Well, original.
Yeah, you
That's what Shay
fucking
wanted
liar.
with hell of
No,
a good
you
dip.
lied.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
'cause-
Those bags.
Because
you
she
bought
wanted-
two original.
I don't have them here.
'Cause
She
they're
took
the
them to the
best chip-
hospital.
Yeah, you probably made her walk outside in the dark again. You motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Take these chips with you.
I'm training her.
He made her go buy them. Fuck, he made her walk to the gas station.
yeah.
And
I
-4.
bought them. Okay, I went on my
No,
way to get them.
Kettle is too greasy. Kettle wishes it was Miss Vicky's. 100%.
No,
That's what it
it's
wishes.
better than Miss Vicky's.
Not a
It's more
chance.
dense. There, you get more chip for what you're paying for.
Right,
Most
small
of the
mouth.
bags
You
are
were
both
mentioning
good.
fire. I bought Kettle Brand is habanero lime. I think was the flavor. This sounds
Oh,
amazing.
damn.
Holy fuck! Those are probably the spiciest chip I've ever had in my life.
Oh, those are
And-
like the crinkle cuts, right?
Yep,
They look
yep,
like
that's right.
Ruffles, yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
hot in
think
the
about-
mouth. It's hot in the gut, and it's
Yeah.
hot in the derriere once
That's
you
rough,
get to
yeah.
that point in time.
Think
so.
about all of us when we eat that chip. It's probably pretty spicy, but with Kirkland's mouth, because it's so small, that spice like really just builds up, and he's like, "Woo! I can't eat."
I want
these
to
chips,
measure our
guys."
mouths and see who's really has the small
I
mouth.
think you
here.
should go mouth to mouth just to see what happens
Yeah.
there.
Tongue
That's the only way to
wrestle.
measure.
We'll see who's really got the biggest one.
Yeah, next charity stream, Kirkland Taylor tongue wrestle. So Maddie, you didn't go. Sorry, we got in a debate about Miss Vicky's. I obviously spoiled mine. I have some other like honorable mentions, but go ahead, Maddie. What is
Yeah,
your favorite brand
chips,
and
man.
flavor?
Yeah, dude, chips are like they're too dangerous for me. I literally like
agree.
try not to buy them because if I have them, like I can't resist. If you put a bag,
You need the
in
little
front of me-
bags. It's like portion size.
That's
See?
smart. No,
It's for his
you're smart,
mouth.
yeah.
He needs a little
Oh
bag.
fuck
Yeah.
off! I'm taking
They buy the adult size and there's kid size. Kirkland's like, oh, perfect.
The bites
chips come this
size.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're my guilty pleasure. I literally, I try not to buy them because I'll smash the whole bag like in one sitting. It's really bad.
Oh yeah,
But
and you won't even be full. That's That's the problem. You feel so dirty. I'll eat a whole thing of Miss Vicky's. I'm like, I could have another bag right now.
No, but it's instant regret afterwards, man. What did I just do?
A trick that I've learned is actually transpose into like a bowl, and then just like tie up the bag.
Yeah, but what if you have a big bowl?
Yeah, you need to put a cap on it, but I'm not, and because of that, I'm not too picky. Like in most chips you put in front of me, I'll eat them. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go Miss Vicky's too.
Do you got a
Is that a Canadian brand, Miss Vicky's?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, because I think it was because I was so disappointed as a kid because I think I've talked about this before, but people don't know. We have a cabin up in the States, and we went to a gas station, and I was craving Miss Vicky's, and I could not find Miss Vicky's anywhere. We went there, Target. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Mr. Vic, they have down there.
Yeah, you don't want those chips.
No, you do not. That press.
Mr. Big Chip. Oh, let's see. But yeah, I looked everywhere for them, and that's where I realized, they're just Canadian. And
you were in denial for going door to door.
Yeah, going to people I don't know. Hey, you got Miss Vicky's? What about you, April? What is your go-to brand and flavor? Are they one the same or are they separate?
No, Cool Ranch Doritos.
Ooh, those are good.
Yeah,
that's a good
those are
summer
good.
chip in my eyes. I appreciate those more in the summer. Floating on the lake. Fuck yeah.
How do you feel about the sweet chili heat Doritos? I really like those.
I love those. The black.
Those are also well.
Yeah, good. Carl, no, I think I know because you've maybe sent us some of these, right? Are those?
See, this is okay. Are we talking about when we're in the cinema / theater, or are we just talking in general?
Anytime, yeah. Like if you're stranded on a beach, you could only.
You eat chips in the cinema.
And we're not talking about fries here,
Yeah,
you weird.
Yeah,
I know.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you're the weird ones.
You
Okay,
and Gary
You're
are
the weird ones.
up to
Sorry,
something.
the weird ones. That's a hard one. I love crisps. I love them so much. Like that's my Achilles heel. In the cinema has to be hunky dories. Do you have those?
No.
Hunky dories, no.
It's safe
That's
to
a
say
drug
no.
over here.
It's like
It's a
just have
bad street
McCoys.
drug.
Yeah, you'll get arrested. Hey, he's got hunky dories. Hands up.
Well, hunky dories, they're buffalo flavored. They're crinkle cut chips. They're great.
Buffalo's good.
That's my cinema crisp of choice. At
Is
home,
crisps a UK thing too? Crisps.
crisps,
Is that a
yeah,
UK thing?
yeah, we're crisps. 'Cause
So they
chips are-
sell like
chips are fried potatoes, which you call fries,
So
but they're
a
not even
potato
fries
chip
because
is.
they're thicker than fries. Because fries are just, I don't know. they're
So
pointless.
these crisps, they have them at the movie cinemas because we don't get those here. We have like popcorn, candy, but we
we
don't
have
have like,
popcorn.
chips.
And then the random
chocolate.
savages that get the
We've got
hot dog that's been
do you have hot
rotating for
nuts?
like 20 days.
Yeah, why,
Yeah.
why do you have hot dogs in the cinema? That's just weird.
Yeah, I've not been in too
It's
many,
not a
but in
cinema thing.
America, you can get so much. You can get full on meals in a cinema.
Oh,
Then they'll
really?
bring it
Full
to you.
restaurant or theater.
Really?
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly.
It's like Scary Movie 1 type.
What can you
Tiny.
get? What can you get, April? Can you give us some insight?
Oh, hamburgers, pizza,
Oh,
What the
Whatever.
fuck?
yeah.
is that?
yeah,
Okay.
full menu.
I like chicken wings when I watch movies.
I like
Fortunately, we're not
chicken
allowed.
wings.
I feel like
I'm not
does not
allowed
the
that.
theater like smell though when you have so much food in a small area just wafting around? Like
Just
that's a
like
lot of stuff.
steaming too. Like
Smells
you
like
can't see the screen.
popcorn, but
Okay,
Yeah,
I
popcorn.
guess popcorn's so strong, but yeah, no, I think the most we have sometimes hot dog, and then we got like nachos with like cheese that is like the little like it's cheese you don't want to consume.
It
and stuff
glows
like
under a
that.
UV light. Yeah, it's not trustworthy.
But,
Yeah.
That's
but for
kinda
the best crisps in the world, they come from here, the home of the potato, or the potato.
It's potato.
Is
Tell you and your
Did you
friend
say
Gary-
tomato? Yeah.
Tell,
What's
tell you and your friend Gary
potato
to fuck off,
potato
right?
potato. It has to be Tato crisps, the ones I
Tato
sent you
crisps?
over last year. Yeah,
Oh.
Tato. They're the best flavors in the world. They're the best crisps in the world.
Damn, I trust you.
Interesting.
I'll send you some, Matty. We'll have a wee exchange. You send me over some good.
I'm
stuff.
down, man. I'm down.
We'll do a wee exchange. We have a
Some
wee
good
movie night.
stuff. They're literally doing a drug deal on our stream. You send me good
Yeah.
stuff.
Some
and I'll send you
hunky-dory.
chips.
I'll send you some hunky-dory.
Yeah. Want some hunky dory with some potatoes.
Yo. Do you want some cheese, yo?
I'll find you some good stuff, man. I'll get you some,
Give me the good stuff.
some nice Italian products.
This is a drug deal. What is what are you describing here?
Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle, we can't get anything to you.
What about you, Kyle? Because I feel like you have two lives. Because you used to be in Canada, but then you got Australia. So I feel like, what's your Canadian one? Then what's your Australian one, mate?
Mate.
Right.
Oh, when you guys were talking about Miss Vicky's, some of those flavors, I was like with Carl and April, just like looking at you, like I don't know any of these flavors. Like,
Wow.
I've never
He's
had
lived
them
out in Australia
before.
for 3 years out of his life, and he doesn't even think he's Canadian anymore.
You forgot about us.
Those old Dutch, like those Ariba chips.
Fuck yeah.
But like the zesty taco is my favorite of all time.
Zesty taco. I don't know if I've
That's a
had that.
play. Zesty taco. The go-to.
Yeah. It's like the orange Dorito chips, essentially. I think.
Okay.
That's
Oh yeah, no,
like
I know what you're
super
saying.
cheesy ones.
And they always have like a gecko on them or something.
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's zesty taco. I was like, you're that weird fucker that everyone gets a pizza. Like, oh, I'll get Hawaiian. I'll get pizza, and you're like, I'll get the hamburger stacked deluxe pizza one. And you're like, what is
Extra
that
tomatoes on top or something.
yeah, with anchovies, and like no one else is gonna eat that, dude. I know, it's just for me. It's just like that's what. But now I remember you doing. Yeah, those are good. They have like a nice dust qual. Like they have good residue sticking behind. You know.
Yeah, so that's basically.
No, that's important. A good dust residue is good.
What does
Yeah,
that even
you're-
mean?
No,
Like,
good.
do you guys, I don't know if you get it, but over here sometimes where they make the crisps, you get like a bunch of the flavoring at the bottom, and it's
Yes.
just pure flavor. And,
Oh,
Pure
yeah.
salt is
Oh,
what it is.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
pure salt. So many levels of rise.
Oh, here's the thing. Like lots of times, like I'm talking about good dust is like you're eating the zesty taco, and then at the end, like your hands are covered in the dust and the cheese sauce and everything like that. The problem is Kirklin doesn't know what I'm talking about because he can't fit his fingers in his mouth. So, but like he has to give it a little lick. But like, no, if you got a good if you got some good left over, it's like yeah. But now because COVID, there's no fuckers just like licking their fingers anymore, wiping them off. It's like that's considered a crime. So you just gotta. Anytime I like wash my hands, I'm like, oh, there's so much flavor just gone. But I have adopted something because when we
Touching a handrail. Oh, I gotta wash my hands. That's some good flavor I'm missing out on.
yeah. Oh, did you just eat zesty tacos and touch that rail? Give me that.
Yeah. hand sanitizers now on your belt buckle. Just
Hey,
ready
dude,
to
you're
go.
wasting all those chips. Bring them over.
Oh
But,
no.
like, I have created the art of what I really love is when we play Warzone because I don't want to get anything on the remote. Is now eating popcorn or chips with a spoon. That stuff's good because you don't lose any of the residue.
That's fucking
no,
wild.
no.
That is a chubster gamer move.
That's
You're
a
a
life
greasy
hack.
gamer. Yeah.
What? Why is
A
it
bag
what's
of chips is fucking like a bowl of cereal.
Okay, hang
I
on.
give Travis
Well,
100% backup on that. I really do.
He's got a big mouth, so it's fine. He can
Yeah.
shovel it in.
yeah, and don't say anything because Taylor has to support me. He's the one drinking chips out of a cup. Now.
I don't like
Yeah.
getting my hands dirty. I eat pizza with a fork
100%.
and knife. I will not use my
Well,
hands.
that's fucking weird.
Oh yeah, that's fucking
yeah.
weird.
You're
I'm
going to
actually
prison
worried
for that.
about you. I am worried about you now.
But
Boy,
no,
that
it's
happened
I've
worse.
had your back for years. but
Because
that's just
what
wrong.
happens in a moment if I've eaten some popcorn, right? And people say, "Oh yeah," like Emily will say, this, she'll be like, "Oh, I'll wash my hands." Like, no matter what you do after you eat popcorn, your hands are buttery for a
Yeah,
bit.
it's
You're not
the
going to touch
worst,
this Xbox
yeah.
controller. So there's a moment. Taylor's down the ground. He needs me for a revive, and what's going to happen? My finger slips off because I had a kernel of butter. No. That's where the spoon comes in. So that's where I can have snacks while we play and not have to worry about getting the remote dirty.
You got the
those are-
spoon
You're still
in your
compromising
hand.
the.
Yeah.
You're still
What the fuck's
compromising
wrong?
the
Do you
mission.
guys-
though.
No, I eat in between rounds.
No,
Kirklin,
you
say
fucking don't. I'm like, Travis, where are you?
You're already compromising you guys.
Not all the time. Sometimes. But when you say I have a spoon, it doesn't matter because instantly I could just drop it and go. I'm not like dipping it in the popcorn. Like, oh yeah, I gotta get the spoon like my fingers. But no, that's the best way. Is
But wait, I
don't
have a
get
question.
any-
You both
Yeah.
said Taylor said he does the same thing, but are you smashing them into crumbs? Like, what if it's Doritos? You could fit like 2 chips on a spoon.
Yeah, it's a
like,
big chip.
Here, I've got a
Yeah.
question for you.
Like,
Do
well,
you ever like break the crisps up from different packets and like put them into one and then scrunch them all up? So when you put it in, it's like a lucky dip.
Everybody's shaking their
Okay,
head
that's
like
just me. That's
this fucking this Irish fucker.
You need help.
yeah.
Mr.
I like to
Potato
mix the
Man over here.
flavors.
See, I'm that way.
We
with
love our potatoes.
I'm that way with slushies. I love being the mix master there, but chips, I need that one solo flavor and everything like that. But no, but with your question, Maddie, I feel because
Yeah.
like with Miss Vicky's, remember like Miss Vicky's, lots of times they like when they get cooked, they like fold over one another. So usually those are spoonable.
yeah,
works.
those are a bit better. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are doable.
Popcorns, like the kernels and stuff like that. So I think all
Yeah.
the snacks that I have during a video game session, if we're all together, is stuff that could fit in a
Yeah.
spoon and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So-
popcorn for sure, especially.
Oh yeah, it's good. You know.
Have you
in
ever-
the theaters here in Australia, they don't make fresh popcorn for the movies. It's just already baked.
Oh, that's
weird.
That's
Oh, so every time I
awful.
get one, because I love having popcorn when I go watch film, but it's like just cold or just like
Oh,
like
that's
not even cold.
terrible.
And it's just like, I go my friends and like just complain about it. They're like, this is fine. Like I don't know why you complain. Like, theaters
You don't know
back
what
in
you're
Canada are
missing.
so much
Up
better.
Up north,
Like,
yeah, they make popcorn to order.
It's
Yeah.
warm there. I don't have to sit on it.
Is it not, Kyle? They don't have it under a heat lamp.
not,
It's
just,
not
like
the
pull it out
same,
of nowhere.
though.
It's
Just a
not the-
light bulb, not a
I know, but
So,
like I'm just trying
it's
to.
already
Like,
they pre
clearly, Canada
and then
isn't busy, and they're cinema that they can make fresh popcorn for everyone. So
No,
clearly,
there
not that
there
many
was a
people
time we
going
used to be
cinema.
busy. We just have people that could work in Australia. They're just like,
There's no way
bro,
over here
I
they
got a
can make it."
snowboard and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
bruh.
Yeah, okay,
No,
mate. You know, but,
no one knows how to ski or board in Australia.
but
They don't
why
even
the
know
fuck
that
they keep
snow
coming over
exists.
here then? What the hell's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, I
They
don't
teach
know.
the lessons up here.
Surely, if you can surf, you can just jump on the snow.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
surfing with their
exactly.
pegged popcorn.
Oh, it's so weird.
That sucks. That's
Guys,
weird.
what's the weather like in BC right now?
It snowed a few days ago. Kirkland's gonna lie and tell you it's supposed to snow this week. It's not. So it's at that point where it snowed, but everything is warming. Like it's getting warmer. Like we saw the sun a lot today. So,
It was a
like,
beautiful day.
Like
Yeah.
temperature wise, like
It was like a solid 1 degree
Ah,
or
fuck-
5
fuck
degrees
you guys,
Celsius.
man. Dude, we're going through like a deep freeze. It's like minus 30 here.
We had that around
Oh,
Christmas,
Every
which
day,
was
and I'm
abnormal.
I'm bringing my dog out like 5-6 times a day, freezing my eyes so bad.
Yeah.
Is that
outside, man.
Celsius or like Fahrenheit?
I don't even know. I'm so bad
I,
at
I
that.
never.
Celsius.
No, I'm the
It's
same. I only.
Celsius.
I only know minus 30
It's
Celsius.
fucking cold,
Oh, yeah.
Carl.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what it is.
Fuck
That's what
off!
it is.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
the good thing though
Minus
that when
30,
that
man.
happened
Can
to
eat
us,
manscape
though,
with that kind of freezing.
No, you hold
Every
off
day,
for that
man.
week.
but when it was that though around here, the luck at least for me, I wasn't working while that stuff was going on, so I didn't have to leave the house much other than taking the dog out. I was lucky, and then when I went back to work, it's like it pretty much warmed. It was still like sometimes negative 20, 15 in the early mornings, but then once you get home, it's fine. But yeah, we had that spell a little bit, but usually, to be honest, we've the past few years been getting that a couple times. We're having like 3 to 4 times. We only got that one really cold one. It was along for 2 weeks, but now it's been like warm ever since then. So I hope, because I love snow. I hate that fucking like what you got going on right now.
Yeah, that's
Matty.
it. Yeah, the snow's fine when it's fucking freezing. It's like
Kyle, do you miss
Yeah.
it?
No.
You're living in both worlds. So
Actually, I do miss like how good quality the snow is because I do like ski and snowboard. But other than that, like I'm just enjoying. I think it's like 26 degrees outside today, so I'm living life. Nice and sunny. It's beautiful.
That's why you're so tanned.
Yes,
that's why.
that's exactly it.
Yeah, it was a good time to have that cold snap when it was just Christmas break, able to just be indoors. But whew, it like knocked the wind out of you though. You go outside and you're like, just take an
Yeah.
inhale. God
Yeah, but
forbid you like have some fucking gum or something in your mouth that really just multiplies the.
See, I want to go over for a Canadian winter. I would love that.
Well, you're not staying fucking here. You know,
I'm not staying. Well, you may not be staying there, but I'll be staying there.
you can stay with Kirkland because you'll have
No,
some
no,
place to
I-
insert your small dick. He has something ready for you.
Oh,
Taylor Field. you
Unexpected.
didn't- Taylor, you didn't.
Jesus.
If you want to go into my OnlyFans, you will see that's not the case.
Like
Taylor-
and subscribe.
Yeah, everything.
Subscribe.
Drop the link
is
down
below.
Mhm.
Hashtag Manscaped.
Taylor, what is your what's your chip flavor and brand? You end us off here.
Oh
and then we're
man,
outta here.
like I've had many a chip and many I don't like, but
All right, Gandalf.
Sorry, Mr. COVID.
the one that I really will always just go back to, it's dangerous, it's deadly killer. The Ruffles brand, specifically sour cream and onion. I get a bag of that and I think, oh, I'm just going to take a, I buy the bag. It's in the bag, the grocery bags, all the other groceries, and I'm in the car and I'm driving home. I think, okay, well, I'll wait till I get home. But no, I get to a red light, I pop open the bag, slip a couple in my mouth. I get home,
Savage.
there's like only like 3 left by the time I get back home. I just can't stop. Oh,
You had me at
I hope-
Ruffles and you lost me at sour cream. It's all about all dress when it comes to
It
Ruffles.
was,
No.
I thought you were gonna say all dress for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I hope to you brush your teeth because the chip flavors you eat, man, that's some fucking rank flavors.
That's
go
bad
on.
breath. I can
No,
smell
dude.
it through the mic.
Yeah.
Sour
Sour
cream and
cream and
onion
onion.
is
Poor
so
Madison. Poor
good.
Madison.
Oh.
You coming home from work smelling like fucking sour
Garlic
cream and onion.
toothpaste. Yeah.
Yeah, the little onion all over your face. I just couldn't help myself.
My teeth are
New kiss, babe.
pristine.
That's good. That's good because you need it out of those flavors. My God.
The sour cream and sweet chili one you talked about sounds nice.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's
really
so
nice.
good, man.
Because it has like a little, it's hot,
I've
but
never
then the
had that
sour cream
flavor.
comes with like a nice little kick. Like it like cools it right down. So it's like this combination of like being spice, like a little spice, but then like nice and
See,
refreshing.
when I go for an Indian, I like to get a Madras Indian and then a korma, and I mix them both together so you get the hot.
Do you
and the-
speak in English right now? I
Carl,
missed everything you just said.
you just said so many words I did not understand.
Sorry. I
Speaking
got excited
Celtic.
about
Carl
food.
and Forma and the Fickenin and you sound like in Austin Powers when they speak old English and they're just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are they talking about?
Okay, do you have Indians? Yeah.
No.
Indian takeaway? No.
A what?
Indians, dude.
An Indian, yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Like a
Indians,
restaurant
but
named
not the
Indian?
same type of
No, an Indian restaurant, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so the
just want to
key word
clear.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah,
saying you have Indians.
We have
I was
Indians.
like,
Cancelled.
First of all, we don't refer to them like that anymore. And
You
sec-
can't say that over there, but over here it's called an Indian restaurant.
yeah.
That
You
actually is
You
the
didn't
name on
say
the building.
restaurant though. You got
No,
Indians?
you said you have
No,
Indians.
I said, yeah. Have you ever had an Indian? That's
No,
what
here
call
we
it.
can say, do you have like Eastern Indian food, like that sort of deal? That's what you can say.
Okay.
That's like a politically correct term, like East Indian, Eastern Indian, like stuff like that. That's where butter chicken
Over
is.
here on the actual sign, they call it the Indian. So that's
Okay, there you go.
Same in Australia.
We'll allow it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
conversation.
You guys don't have
So-
the baggage Canada. Yeah.
No.
Wait, the
So
restaurant.
if
The
you-
restaurant is called the Indian.
Yeah, you get to get Indian Khyber. You've got the Indian tandoori. That's just the name
I
on
see.
the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Same
you
in
call
Oz.
it the Indian, yeah, or the yeah. But you see, if you get a Madras and a korma, it's the best combination.
What are those
ever.
two things?
You
What are
lost me
those
again.
things?
Yeah.
I had a
You had me at
korma.
Indian. You lost me.
Like
I'm
it.
back in the Witcher prologue. When it comes to the spells.
Okay,
I don't
a
understand
Madras.
how to make this healing
And
potion.
drop
Take
some
the
pictures
credits.
in the
Okay,
Discord.
right. A
Drop us
Madras
some
is a
pictures.
really, really hot curry. There's like
Okay.
a Vindaloo, which is the hottest curry. We'll actually go
Blue.
about- Yeah, Vindaloo. So you have a Madras and a korma, which is really sweet. So when you mix them together, it's the perfect combination.
Interesting.
Mm.
Now you got me. Now I know what we're
Oh,
talking about. Sounds good.
And you get
Car-
some pilau rice and some chips or fries. Oh, and some naan bread. Oh,
Naan
that's
bread
heaven
is-
if
That's
you're.
good.
Oh. I'm
Carl,
gonna go
I'll
to
send
the
you some of
Indian.
those chips, man. The sweet chili.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'll give a shout.
Stop with
later.
your dealings on here. Stop.
Yeah.
I'll give a
We're
shout.
gonna get
later.
shut down
Let's sort that out.
indirectly.
Yeah.
Maddie will
Border
be arrested.
Patrol is gonna come
It's
shut us
tied
down.
back to this podcast. Well, you
Travis,
know-
I had to bring up my chip. Lay's
Oh,
ketchup.
ketchup!
Oh,
Get out of
oh,
here! That's
yeah.
disgusting.
That's bold.
No.
Get
Say
out
what
of
you will.
here.
This is the
Oh,
best chip
that's
flavor of my
for sure.
life.
No.
Dude,
Yes.
actually, I have one question
Thank you.
before we all
Is that
go,
an extra
though.
small bag, Kirkland? Is it?
It's a family size, bitch.
Yeah, that's way for
Compare that
kids.
to my mouth.
What's your question, Carl? Take that one too.
Did you do a Ghostbuster review?
Yeah, we did.
Did you? How did I
Yeah,
miss
it's on the
that one?
feed there. Yeah, we only did
Yeah.
like a mini one because we did a week after, but it's like me and Taylor did like a 25-minute one and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
It's good. I enjoyed it. I'm excited to rewatch it again at some point because Emily hasn't seen it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think they had a very good, I guess, close the franchise.
It was a great movie. I love it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite. That and Spider-Man of last year.
oh, that inspired
Both of them made me cry. Me and
said better
S-Bubs
than
talked
Spider-Man.
about this, like that moment when Andrew Garfield. Oh,
Oh yeah.
favorite movie. Yeah.
Travis, you got the green going. You ready for tomorrow night? Excited.
Oh, you hit the
fuck
green?
yeah!
You on the green?
Packers, yeah. No, I got. Yeah, that's what Maddie's giving me is the green. Yeah.
Give you the grade.
Just truck
Good
it
stuff.
over here.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think the Packers are going to get that win tomorrow. I really do. I know Jimmy's shoulder's hurt, but I think either way, 49ers weren't really that great last week. But again, let's see if we can get the NFC Championship, like get past that, because that's
Yeah.
always where we choke and everything. Like, even I have DAZN and how they preview the Super Bowl as a picture of Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, fuck, you're just jinxing it right there. Like that's not gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
Oh no, is this okay? So
Oh,
Taylor, we can
no.
end it. Taylor, you had a question.
This is
didn't you?
perfect timing. Yeah, I need scissors. Well, my question was,
Ask the
like-
question, then open your package, and then we'll.
okay,
what the fuck
my
is this?
question.
Show us your package, Taylor.
This is
Go
good
show us
timing.
it.
So my question was, now you're saying like poor Madison, if I were to kiss her having sour cream and onion chips. If now you love salt and vinegar. If you put salt and vinegar chips in your mouth and you were to kiss someone, you might as well slap them. They'd turn into acid. Like, you're just
First
melting
of all,
them.
there's not someone. It would just be Emily. And second of all, she also loves the salt and vinegar. So it's just a whole combination explosion of salt and vinegar madness.
Just one dehydrated little like makeout session.
Yeah, you guys are gonna make a new
It's
element
not that
with
bad.
that
You make it sound like
combination.
you're like no, you like the chips aren't that bad. It's just I don't know.
It
Maybe
is.
Taylor has
It
a
is
little
that
mouth like
bad.
Kirkland too. I don't know that they can't hold it. But so
Do you, ever
Taylor,
eat, do you ever eat that much that your tongue turns white?
no, that
I
sounds like
know, too
abuse.
much
That sounds
chips.
really bad. Yeah.
I think I've eaten too much. Yeah. Okay.
You should definitely. I've never
Yeah.
had that.
You should go to a
definitely-
doctor, Carl. That's
Yeah, you might have
That's-
COVID.
I ate a lot of crisps.
Too many. So Taylor had said this
What are you
before we were on
opening?
air. He's like, "Oh, I'm so mad. I wanted to show this off on air,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it didn't come." So
his new sex toy. I remember this
Yeah.
conversation.
salt and vinegar. It's-
Taylor,
he's into pain. He's like, "Oh."
Just a
Taylor,
big
is
black
this something?
dildo.
Is this something you got for yourself?
I bought it for myself. I've been eyeballing it for a while. I saw it
the big black
around.
dildo, like Kyle's talking about.
Oh my
You just got it? You
god,
got it,
it's huge.
When did you get it? Today?
This is all
I
fit in
just
the
got it
narrative.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just
I hope
whipping it
it
out
is a
here. I'm just
giant
whipping
black
it out
dildo.
here.
Whipping it out.
Whip it. I pick
Molded
one.
after Kyle.
Yeah, clone a dick. I sent it over.
well, are you? How long is this gonna take you? How long is this gonna take you to open? Taylor?
You got like
Unboxing.
10 seconds.
It's the unboxing.
Oh,
Taylor, I've got
Oh
something
my
you'll
God.
like in a moment. I'll show you it. I
The
just got it
fans
the
with
other
the
day.
audio. Oh,
Yeah. Taylor bought this. It's definitely
10
10
seconds.
seconds.
The
yeah.
suspense is killing me, man.
As we all say,
I think
we're
it
waiting
needs
for Taylor to
batteries,
open.
so I'll probably have to put batteries in.
you're really not selling yourself here.
Taylor, you just have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh.
The eye of Agamotto.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought that was from Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay.
Oh no. Now Taylor, please reassure me that this is something you're not gonna be wearing in public.
Oh, I'm wearing it all the time.
All the
Please
cats,
reassure
all
me
the
this is going to
cats.
be on your OnlyFans.
Stays on during sex.
Let's have the time of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like so cool though.
I noticed now that how much you love Doctor Strange. I didn't really pick it up until you guys did the nominations. You was fucking Doctor Strange naming it for everything.
I really like Doctor
Oh, that time
Strange.
stone.
But no, it's good. It's cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Sick.
no, he's just such a cool character. And
That was
again, he's-
destroyed.
Is that some blue balls you've got there, Taylor?
Not yet.
Uh-huh.
He's good. He's
It,
the
it
guy.
will
who's
be
gonna
after
bring
Madison
Ghost Rider.
sees him wearing this. She's,
She's
like,
looking
no,
at
thank
me
you.
unbox it actually. So
Taylor, I have one request. You have to rock that at least once with the Palpatine hoodie. At least once.
Palpatine hoodie.
Just that combination.
I was
the-
going to say
the-
shirtless, but okay.
the field sweater with that, or shirtless. Yeah,
This is starting to sound like an
Shirtless,
OnlyFans. Maddie's just putting in requests for what Taylor has to wear on air.
just
oh,
one,
I'm
just
down.
one.
Absolutely.
And can you eat some chips while you do it?
Salt and vinegar so Carl can see your white
Yeah.
tongue and stuff.
Oh, let's see your white tongue, you dirty boy.
Pain. Oh,
What does this come to?
yeah, this sounds like a good place to end it now because Taylor's gonna be enamored with that for an hour. So
Well, hold on, Taylor. I managed to get this bad boy this week.
Oh, look at that, eh?
Oh,
The Steam remote?
That's the Elite, the Xbox Elite controller.
What the
The
fuck is
Steam.
that bottom left analog? Like, what do you do with that
It's
thing?
like a pay-to-win thing. You know, it makes bad
No, no,
players
no.
good. Yeah, that's
I'm
what it
shit.
does.
I don't even play.
What does it
any
do?
game. It's
Just
just
a
a new
fancy
Xbox Elite
D-pad.
controller. Yeah,
It's like a
fancy
Beyblade
D-pad.
arena.
it feels so good.
babe.
It's got like these wee like paddles at the back that you can pre-program.
Oh,
you
that
said
is
you
pay to
don't
win.
even. You said you don't even play though. Like what? You just got to
Yeah.
look at.
I got it to play online with because I sold my PS5 to my I gave my PS5 to my daughter,
Carl,
So-
add me. We'll chat on Xbox Live.
Yeah, do you play?
Just chat. We'll do some more deals.
Yeah,
My boy.
Jesus
We'll work
Government
out
doesn't
the,
track through
We're gonna work
Xbox
out the
Live.
We will
details.
chat.
Work out the details.
We'll sort of free Patreon, so we will. Yes.
Taylor, quickly. Sorry, a quick question. Does that thing light up?
Oh, it does. I'm getting the batteries in as fast as I
We
can.
need to get a picture of that, man. Right? You rocking it with it lit up.
No, it's triple A's. I don't know if we got triples.
Do you have some?
I got doubles. I don't know what
Madison's got loads of
Don't
triple
look
A's.
to your wife for support. You can get the batteries.
You can find triple A's, Madison. It'd be pretty nice. Please.
But,
Love the
yeah, don't let her walk in the
darkness.
dark though.
Let's trial him now.
Well, there you go.
Fabulous.
Work on those triple A's, Taylor. You can bust it out next time with the light and everything like that. Because we're back in the year, we'll be back in February. We're gonna be doing a more than one next time. So Carl, you won't have to stay up for.
No,
crazy
I don't
hours.
mind. I don't mind.
You sure? Because
You're a trooper.
You are now because we took a break. But next time, we're like, oh my god, I'm dead here. You know. Stuff like
No,
that.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything you guys want to shout out, promote, anything like that? You know.
The
Go
Batman, man, it's gonna be a fucking masterpiece. It looks so good.
I hope you could see it.
It looks so good.
I
hope
really
you can
do.
see it as well,
I
too.
promise you guys, I will find a way, man. I swear to God, like I will find a way. There's
We'll
I'll
sneak
fly
in a
over,
camera.
Matty.
for you.
I will
Yeah.
fly over to mine.
Okay, well that's for the drug deal. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
It's
the movie.
not.
Yeah.
It's just for the movie.
That's that's the cover.
Travis, I've watched the trailers like so many fucking times
Oh, yeah.
that I've lost count. Like that second trailer, and even I recently watched the Bat and the Cat one. I didn't realize how fucking good it is. That trailer,
Oh, yeah.
man, it looks
Oh, it's good.
phenomenal. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking great.
They're addicting. Yeah, last thing on my Spotify, just that Batman theme, man. I've been listening to that all day long, just over and over. And like, I love the Spotify thing. It's raining on the screen
Oh,
there.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
And dude, you're in the same boat as me for sure. Because like when the Nolan trilogy happened, when it finished, I was like, my God, we're never gonna see a better Batman film. And to
Yeah.
think like the next solo Batman film already looks like it could fucking top that one, which also
yeah.
terrifies me because the expectations now are out of the like they're through the roof, you know.
Yeah.
So,
That's the
Yeah.
only scary thing is I have such high expectations. I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah.
be met, but everything looks great, you know. So
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah, and I think that weekend, when we do After Nine, I think that in March we'll probably try and do it that weekend because I want to talk to everyone about because it's gonna be tons of fun. But thank you. Oh, you got him.
Have you got it? Has he got it? He's got two batteries.
Just don't show us. Just put them in.
We freeze our batteries. I just gotta like warm
you
up.
freeze your
What are you doing?
batteries.
Why do you freeze a battery?
How is
Helps
this
them
news,
last
Travis?
longer.
We bring it up every time we're at Taylor's house.
Because I'm
What
still
freezer
in
battery?
shock.
What does that do? What's the purpose behind that? You just put them in the freezer before using
has
them?
no
He's worried the
storage.
government's tracking him.
Oh!
through batteries.
Fuck, it shot out.
Oh,
That's why you don't freeze your batteries, kids.
Oh,
But seriously, does anyone know like is there like a reasoning behind that? Is that a thing?
I think
Supposed
it's
to
so
make
the
'em
battery
last
lasts longer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
There is a thing called rechargeable batteries. Just putting that out there.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go.
Turn the light off so you can
Yeah,
actually
seriously,
see the
yeah.
light.
Let's see the power.
That's disappointing.
What the fuck? That's not even...
Oh, it's glowing. Okay.
It
yeah.
is,
kinda
but that's
glowing.
like turn
That
off all your
wasn't what
lights.
we were
dude.
asking.
I was like, you turn on
Didn't
light
freeze
A
his
and
batteries,
put
it'd
on
be
light
much
B.
brighter.
Take your shirt off.
Oh my god,
and
how
then
many
stand
lights
up.
do you have? We just make it.
That's for your size, Taylor.
Oh.
It's just a green light. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank
Well,
you for sharing.
Very
That's
cool.
a perfect place to end.
Yeah.
Taylor, you
Yeah.
enjoy that for the weekend. You turn back time as much as you can be. This is a good one. We'll see everybody in February. Everyone have a good weekend. Everyone
Yeah.
take care. Thank you very much for joining. Everyone, and
Good to see
see
yous
you
all again.
later.
Good to see
it's
everybody.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See